in reference to finding out what the source of power for Dirty Beard is. At the request of the council or the Democracy for Tortuga, but also because of the immediate ramifications and connection to the first source of power or relic that you guys messed with that kind of broke part of the world. So its story is going to pick up on the ocean, on the boat with Gregory, Guy Bryan, Melvin, who is sleeping, and Luna, who is steering the boat. So Guy Bryan and Gregory are up on the front of the boat, more watching as the island comes into view. Melvin is very, very comfortable on one of the side benches, just passed out, and Luna's just steering. Are you guys doing anything, talking, or anything prior to making it to the island?
Guy, I feel like I had a bit of a daydream of sorts. I feel like I've been gone for years, but time, never really know how time works. I'm learning, though. Every day I learn more.
What?
Time.
Time.
Never mind.
No, I'm with you. Time.
I don't believe you, but I appreciate the gesture.
I forgot that was Gregory's accent, and it's so good.
I forgot.
As soon as he started talking, I was like, I forgot this motherfucker was from Louisiana. He's about to pass the bar, and it's going to sound so good. So the ship is rolling on the water. You can still hear whatever battle is going on miles more towards Tortuga, shifting to more behind you now. It sounds very one-sided. Like whatever the initial roar and just thundering in the clouds were and hearing the water smash, it does not sound like artillery's been fired in return. It just sounds like something or a group of somethings or whatever is just destroying things. You guys do see the island of New Providence in the horizon. It's close. If you keep sailing, you know that you'll probably make it there within the hour. It's not choppy waters or anything like that. It's fairly smooth. The southern territories are the biggest appeal that they've always had because of the crime is they're very aesthetically pleasing, very tropical.
And it's Guy's crew that's sailing us there, correct?
So not
remember.
all. No, you guys are on the boat for, but you guys were each assigned like a position effectively. So, because there was the potential for like possible naval battle. So one is steering, one would be in charge of the cannons, one would be in charge of the sails. I believe, I don't remember how it was divvied up. I know Luna is driving, so if any sails need to be lowered or any weapons need to be used, you two between yourselves can figure out who would be going to which point. But based off the horizon, you don't immediately see anything that seems like danger. It seems like a really beautiful day, some horrible shit's going on over there. But man, this island's kind of pretty.
For some reason, it's not giving me 2 of these spells, so I'm going to have to replace Infestation and Snare, so just a heads up.
That's fine. Like I said, if some spells shift here and there, that's not a huge deal.
What do you think, Guy? These are your waters. This is where you've decided to make your living. What do you think? Stay the course? Ignore those noises from the other side?
I mean, it just sounds like a good old time. I'm not a party buster. The fun police? No, not me. Not on this boat.
You and I have got to work on how we communicate a bit. Because I feel like I said one thing and you heard something completely different.
I think we're like right here. And then he's like just staring at you intently.
The stare back that you get is just...
He gets it. Rat guy, he gets it.
Rat guy is on the very, like, think Rose on Titanic, like the very, very front of the ship, like with his little
complete bitch.
letting the breeze like flow his rat fur in between his armor, and he's just like, if he could give a thumbs up, you could tell that's what he's trying to do.
Look at Rat Guy right now. We can't take that away from him.
And you guys do remember that the noise, it was planned, so to speak. They had basically agreed to send out like a false advance to draw Dirty Beard. Yeah, that was your guys' idea.
My bad.
It's all good. It's almost like that dream, it's been a while. Yeah. So you guys feel like everything is actually going according to plan, and you figure that the lack of gunfire in return is probably because those are very minimally manned ships.
Well, Guy, I believe we're proceeding according to plan. Full sail ahead, yeah?
Yep.
So you guys are rocking on the water. It's pretty smooth sailing. You can go ahead and turn the battle map on.
Famous last words. It's pretty smooth sailing.
Let me know when you're ready for me to reveal the map.
You can reveal the map.
Reveal the map.
Reveal the
I love that you have the battle music already incorporated. That's so good.
The battle music is louder than the background music.
Bring out the map.
Sorry. There it is. I'm gonna have to hotkey that.
All right. So you guys see a shoreline, and it looks like there's 3 different docks that have been built off of this shoreline. And the beach is a fairly narrow beach that goes immediately up into these, like, not a full cliff face, but like a steep embankment that's like 25, 30 feet up. There is nobody there. It looks like all of the ships that were docked here have left, and this doesn't even appear to be like the main docking area of this island, just an access point to it. You guys are coming in further away, and you basically have 3 different points of entry that you can see on this side of the beach that you could dock at if you so chose.
Guy, this is really your thing. I feel the decision is in order.
Okay. And he just closes his eyes, and he's just like, you can definitely just hear him whispering, I need more. Touch your rat by his toe. Rat Guy, we're going to the right. Let's go.
So, Rat Guy is fully on the very front of the boat, and you guys are coming in to this makeshift dock. You can see that your boat and its splendor is bigger than these were originally designed for, but it's easy enough to throw out a rope and tie it up if you so chose. Just so everybody knows, I did a little rough base coat of stuff. So Danielle, your character token is blue, and Adam's, the base of yours is white.
Copy. Thanks.
Thank you.
Rat Guy is shiny chrome from his vest.
All his armor.
And then for some reason, these two, he is laying down sleeping. They seem grayed out like a memory.
Weird.
But you guys do
rally the troops.
All right. So are you going to?
I'm waving over at Luna, and then I'm going over to just kind of tap
Melvin
with my foot.
So Luna comes kind of down towards Regret, and you go kick Melvin to wake him up, and he is laying there on the bench, and as you kick him, you're shifting him around, but he is not waking up. He seems dead ass asleep.
Luna, can you get over here and help me wake him up? I'm not the strongest.
Luna goes over and gives him a much more of a hard rattle, and then Gregory, give me a perception check.
Shit. Right. Dice.
Yeah, dice are a thing.
You need them.
You in fact need dice to play this game.
Ooh, it's not great. Shit, where you at? Sorry.
You're good.
It is 5.
So you are like, his eyes are closed, and people definitely sleep with their eyes closed. So you don't really pay any attention as Luna keeps shaking him viciously, like, wake up. And then let me roll for
Guy
Luna.
Brian wants to walk over and just be like, I've seen
Right.
this before. He's just tuckered out.
Guy Brian is convinced that Melvin must have had a vicious dream about fighting or something, because he's tuckered out the same way people are after they fight him.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a lady that he decides not to kill on this island.
You know what? Don't trust him. Don't
So,
trust him at all.
I trust
Luna-
him, but I trust him to do Melvin things, and Melvin things are not always what's best for the rest of us.
Oh, I trust Melvin, but women, I do not.
Oh, I see.
You don't
That-
remember those eyes?
Yeah, canonically, the party has mutually agreed that women seem shifty.
So we all
Because
came
of
to this conclusion. Like,
Yeah, because of the red-haired woman
Yeah.
and Lilith and Tag.
Listen, I know you hate women, but if we catch my sister again, don't just kill her. Let me talk to her.
as long as she has both of her eyes, I'll give it a shot.
That's fair. I believe that's fair.
So Luna, having not terrible perception of the moment, looks at you guys and is like, I believe Melvin died in his sleep of old age.
Guy Brian just takes a pause and just, he's just tuckered out, and then he walks to the front of the boat.
Luna looks at Gregory and is like, he needs last rites. He needs to be honored through his culture. He can't just be left on this island.
Well, I understand, but time comes for us all. My time is here, and now I have things to do with my time.
I would not ask you to turn away from what I know you're chosen to do. I will take this burden, and I will see to it that he is brought back to his people, and that he is laid to rest properly, and then I will find you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, watch for the L's. The churches with the L's. That's where he's at.
Yes.
I forgot about the
She,
fucking elves.
she looks very seriously in the distance, like, I'm familiar.
Right,
And,
you remember. You got good memory.
And then she looks towards Guy and is like, does this vessel have any sort of rowboats or side boats? Danielle, roll a history check with
All it has is a single foam floaty.
you don't
Roll a history check?
just a straight roll, same way as your vault. Like, this is your boat. You know it's your boat because it's got Wanda on it. But like, you don't, like, your crew usually, like, the guys typically deal with more of the details of it.
12. 12.
Okay, you look at her and you go, you know that there is for sure a side boat somewhere here.
Yes. Yes.
Luna looks at you and is like, could you direct me to that, please?
Luna, I think you're on your own. Maybe you want to ask one of the other crew.
Okay, get the boat.
Godspeed to you, or moon speed, or whatever it is that you hail to at night.
Rat guy does immediately know where the side boat is, and like runs down the railing, like looking at you, almost like, and goes over and points to the very obvious side boat on the side of the boat.
Guy Brian is staring off into the distance now. Just
Guy Brian or rat guy just like gestures to Luna, like, so that Luna can go and do that. Luna does some, it looks like some last rites and some prayers attached to her faith to for safe passage, while she starts loading Melvin into the side boat, and you guys see as she is rowing back towards the mainland, leaving you guys at the boat, because Melvin was old.
That's too bad. I did like that fella.
You guys hear the waves of the ocean crash, and for a split second, it's like you could hear one last. But it is now Gregory and Guy Bryan with Rat Guy docked next to this beach that looks fairly nice. Like up over the little embankment, you can see like palm trees and like tropical trees like sprinkling. It's not really dense. It seems like this is a not a very large island, but like a nicely maintained one.
We should get off this sand, out of this sun. My complexion is not made for this.
You are very pale. He's gonna go and get off the boat. I mean, I did tie it up before I got off the boat.
Okay, so you're getting off first.
Yep.
Right behind her.
All right, so you're both hopping off. You guys are standing on this wood dock.
And
that-
that guy.
You guys are standing on this wood dock that is it's not like it's almost like a floating dock. Like it's attached at the shore, and then you can see it like raises off of the ground and up on the water based off of where the tide is.
Ooh,
As of time-
did that cost the government $345 million and it got washed away in a week?
No, you feel like Dirty Beard probably had some people just build this because he told him to.
I feel like we
Probably
could
way more efficient.
offload tens of pounds of supplies onto this before it sinks.
It does feel really sturdy.
I think, again, I say one thing and you interpret another.
I know, we're right there.
We're so locked in, you and me. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but
What did we come here for again?
Wait, did we
There's-
just down?
The
My
plane.
screen just froze.
the
Yeah,
plan.
the stream is frozen.
Oh,
Oh man.
for real?
You guys came here in reference to locating some sort of source of power that they believe Dirty Beard is using to control the oceans or to give him the power that he seems to be able to wield.
Shall we? We're here to investigate
away
the
completely?
secrets of Dirty Beard.
Yeah, I think Adam got DC'd. Like his connection dropped.
Fuck, man.
All right, well, we're gonna give him a second since it's just me and him.
Wait. DC isn't disconnected or like demonically corrupted DC?
I mean, I'm not there, so I can't really say.
Oh boy, we might be in for a long one, guys.
And what?
We got 9.
Yeah, you feel like you're pretty alone.
All right. So I would like to summon a familiar.
What's your familiar's name and what's it look like?
Let me see what I'm allowed to have it be.
His name is Stranger, so it's not familiar.
But I'm
All right, so it's going to be a raven.
Okay.
Think of the name real quick.
It's got to be something cool, otherwise you're gone forever.
We're doing Loki.
Loki?
Loki
Okay.
the Raven.
So you
No
summon
pressure.
you summon your Raven Loki, and it appears beside you, and he's just looking
Cool,
at
man.
you.
Is there any keys hanging anywhere to unlock my cell?
If you can't see any keys from where you are, but if you wanted to like send him out or something,
Keys to unlock the cell.
okay. So give me an
Just real quick,
Good.
is it Loki as an Loki, or is it Loki as an LOW space KEY? Because that would be a phenomenal play on words.
It's LOKI.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Less
so-
impressive.
Give me an investigation check using his stats.
You said investigation. So a 13.
So he does see keys over at the end of the hallway, and he looks at you and he's like, "Bah!"
Loki, retrieve me your master the keys so I can escape myself.
Yeah, I feel like your warlock's gonna be fun to hear. Fucking, he doesn't even fly over there. He literally bird walks over to the keys and picks them up in his beak, and comes back over to the cell where you're at, and he drops them right outside the bars.
They're within reaching range, right?
Yeah, they're like, you can
I want to make sure I have a smart ass familiar.
That's impudent.
Not yet.
If that was Ironir, that familiar would be on fire.
I'll grab the keys. I'll unlock the cell.
So when you grab the keys, there's like 6 different keys on it. Like, are you just cycling through till one turns it?
Yeah.
He's going to the lowest one first.
Yeah, you go through like 2 or 3 keys, and then you make it to a key, you turn it, and it clicks, and you're like, all right, cool. And you go to push the cell open, and you realize that you just locked it.
Oh! Son!
God damn it! I grabbed the same key, unlocked the door.
Yeah, you unlock the door again, and you realize that it was never locked, and you push it open, and your crow looking at you does go, rah, 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 rah.
Fucking incompetent guards. Fucking wasting my time.
And
do I still hear the sounds going on in the outside from the?
Yeah, you hear some. It sounds like almost like a hurricane is leaving the island.
I like to search for the fastest route out of the prison now.
Give me an investigation check.
God damn, I suck. 9.
Killing
Oh
it.
fuck! How did you fail this? So
In the cell again.
no, it was a 10. It's not a hard thing to do, but
The only way out is back through the cell.
so you look to the right, which is more into the jail, and then you look to the left, and you see there's a door to the left of you and a door to the right of you, and you, for the life of you, cannot figure out which door would lead outside.
Out of anger. Oh god, this is probably gonna end badly too. Fuck it. Out of anger and frustration, I walk up to the door that's on my right,
Okay.
and I'd like to kick it in.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Oh god.
I was waiting for him to Eldritch Blast it, but this is way better.
Fireball.
Fireball. I think I'm gonna break my fucking kneecap. This got a 2.
Not a natural one though, right?
No, not in that one.
Okay. So you go to kick this door, and like as soon as your foot hits the door, you are reverberated from your toes to your head, and it rattles in your head like, oh god, I don't do physical shit. And like your leg is throbbing as you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from yourself to your heel of your foot. That is a well-crafted door. That's solid mahogany wood or something. Like that was you're impressed by the craftsmanship here.
I'm staring at my leg and just the door and just more fuel and rage, anger. And now I want to cast Eldritch Blast.
Are you casting it just like at the center of the door, the hinges, the door handle? Where you like? What are you doing?
I want to do the handle because is there a lock on the door or anything like that I can obviously see?
It's got a door knob with the capability of being locked. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna aim it at the doorknob.
At level 5, you get 2 beams of Eldritch Blast, right? If you click on Eldritch, like on Eldritch Blast over on the right corner, it should say like 2.
Yeah, 2 beams.
Okay, so you can shoot out 2 different beams, both going to the same place, or like one there, one center to push it open. Like, what are you doing?
We're gonna do one in the center, one in the. We're gonna blow off the handle first, and then the center of the door.
Okay, so you, with all your anger, you and have the Eldritch Blast start tipping into your fingers, and you shoot it at the door handle, and it blows the door handle clean out of the door. And then you shoot it right at the center of the door, and it blows the center part of the door clean out of the door. And the momentum of it does make the door start to swing like open. And you see that it's like the latrine area of the jail.
Oh, well, that was a fucking waste of time.
Nailed it.
I look at Loki. Had a just sadness look on my face of just defeat.
Yeah.
And I walk towards the other door. And
Loki flies up onto your shoulders. You walk towards the other door. Did you say you're gonna tap on it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if it's unlocked.
Yeah, the door swings open really easily. It seems like when the guards left out, they weren't really concerned with locking everything because they were running late to whatever was going on. So you open the door and the sun beams on you, which makes your eyes sting because you're still getting accustomed to like not being in the dark. And you look to your right and you can see towards the center part of this island, there's like a massive church that the columns on the front of it has 8 columns going across the front of them. Each of them look like almost like a tentacle wrapping a different direction to hold up what would be the roof of this temple or church. And then you look to the left and you can see that the island's on a slight slant, and you can see that a boat for sure is at a dock, and you don't remember that boat being here when you were brought here. All the other boats are gone, but that's a new boat.
What do you want to do with it? Boulder Church.
Huh?
Boulder Church.
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 Mm.
We're gonna walk. We're gonna actually head towards the church.
So you sit there and like your internal voice, you look towards the boat, and then you just hear in your head the other voice inside you like church. You guys have this moment of like internal conflict, and you both agree on church, and you start heading towards the church. To give Adam more time to fix his stuff,
Is it
we're
still
gonna
broken
switch
for
over
you?
to V.
Can
So
you guys not hear me anymore?
you are in what feels like
Okay.
a slumber, but having like a nightmare of like thing has latches to keep a diamond or something in place. It looks like there was something held in place, but you don't see it like shifted back in the front part of the hole, and then it's just dark going further in. It's about the size of like a softball.
I assume I have a tinderbox, just like strike and look at the. Do I have? I have normal starting gear, right?
Yeah, you have normal. Yeah, somebody has put you like look like
Right.
you see that you're in some sort of gear that has similar markings that are on the tentacle. And you have like a pack. You have items that don't feel familiar to you, but like they're common enough items that you know what they are.
Okay, yeah. Just take the tinderbox and strike a light. See if I can see in it.
Yeah, so it illuminates deep. It looks like it's a like 7-inch hole that goes back and then stops. There's nothing that you see inside of that hole.
Okay.
Charles, I also just realized I was actually an Eladrian variant and not a halfling.
That's fine.
I really got to read this.
Yeah. I'll take like an arrow and put the tip in. See if anything gets knocked loose, dislodged. Anything like that.
Just the tip.
So as you put the tip in, you see like the runes on the top of the tentacle start like trying to illuminate from the top going down, and then really quickly after your tip of your arrow goes in, it starts and then just goes back. Like it tried to initiate something from the motion of something going into it, but it did not finish or complete or do anything.
Okay. Well, that seems to be just about the end of my arcane knowledge.
It works out because now that we have the stream back, we're going to cut back over to Guy, Brian, and Gregory on the docks.
Really quick before I do, just so you know, I'm going to open my journal and write a copy the glyphs into my journal
From the tentacle?
from the altar.
Okay.
All right.
So Gregory and Guy Brian, you are standing on this dock. You're watching Luna row away with Melvin's body. You just see an island in front of you. It looks like it goes slightly incline, and you can see the top of what looks like some sort of structure more deep into the island.
Well, Guy, I suppose it only makes sense for time to have come to us like this. We were the first two punks. We are the last two punks. Let us go to that structure, I guess. I don't know what else to do.
Time. And I start walking to the structure.
All right. So you start walking. As you take a few steps, you feel one of the planks underneath your foot drop down like 3 inches, and you hear a click, and I need both of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I think I get
Does
it.
Rat Guy need to roll one too?
Rat Guy also, yes, does need to roll one.
All right.
Danny, do you have Rat Guy's character sheet?
No, I gotta pull up one for a rat familiar.
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
Hey, Danny, on your on your extras tab, you can put in a rat familiar, just so it's always there. FYI.
Okay, I'll have to do that. So, sorry, dex check for me. That is 18.
So you'll take half damage.
I'm pulling up what a rat's dexterity would be. Bear with me. It's +0, so let's see what's happening with Rat Guy. 13.
Okay, so both Gregory and Rat Guy will take full damage. You will take half damage, Guy Brian. You guys take 17 damage, 14 from fire, and 3 from the force of this little explosion that shoots up from the bottom of the dock and like lights up the bottom part of your legs, torso, and Rat Guy as well.
I'm pretty sure Rat Guy is dead, so I'm gonna.
So you guys watch as Rat Guy is stepping onto the docks with you guys, and this just goes off and erupts like whoosh, and he falls over, and his little armor is there, shiny, and he's like a burnt, like campfire rodent inside the armor.
Well,
I'm gonna drop to my knees very dramatically, just no, and I'm gonna bring him back.
So you, with a very dramatic fashion, scream out from the depths of your core, "No!" And then it almost like a light bulb. You're like you're not shocked. It's just like anyway. And bring it back. A Rat Guy pops back up, and he's looking.
Like imagine he just starts like. I'm like, I know, I forgot tricks. It's my bad. I'm sorry.
He's squeaking at you. You remembered like, oh, that is the thing that I do in life, huh?
My bad. We're on the boat. I'm there.
What is Danny? Could you please draw the disappointment on Rat Guy's face for us?
How long does it take to summon familiar?
That's a good question, actually.
I want to say it's 10 minutes.
I'm looking at the spell right now.
I'm just.
Let's find familiar.
Instantaneous.
Yeah, it should be instant.
But it costs a spell slot.
If you don't use it as a ritual, yes.
Yeah.
Because you can ritually cast Find Familiar.
But that's a 1 hour.
Yes.
Ritual.
Is it?
Yes.
Yep.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
No. Well.
Yeah, 10 minutes should be ritual casting.
No, it is
Not
a 1
for-
hour ritual.
Not for
ritual.
Find Familiar because it lasts indefinitely. Like you conjure this thing and it's like, hey, look, yeah, I have you, or like 8 hours.
I'll burn the spell slot.
Okay, fine.
But it's still a casting time of 1 hour.
Oh yeah, it is. Wait,
It's duration instantaneous, but casting time is 1 hour.
that's only if you cast it ritually, though. I thought.
I'm checking it right now.
I don't remember. That.
Okay, boom. Finally, when you go spell, little things I haven't thought of.
I honestly think we've been just letting him come back, so we've been fucking up.
Yeah, but now I also have to know the rule. Instant or spell slot versus list.
Yeah,
I probably have to pay for this shit, but it's still so vague. Like, you know what I mean?
Find Familiar is a ritual spell and can be cast using a 1 hour ritual. This means it can be cast as normal, or you can spend an extra. Okay, so technically everybody was right and wrong. So it's an hour-long ritual to ritually cast Find Familiar. If you use the spell slot, then it's a 10-minute cast.
Okay. I'll burn the slot for 10 minutes.
So basically, you have to figure out, do you want to take the time or the spell slot? So you very dramatically are saying no as you're preparing doing the
I just
casting.
am crying
throughout
as I'm
the
pulling stuff together.
entire duration, you're putting on this performance.
And for that duration of that performance, I'm also ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. And so they'll get done right at the same time. So you guys both kind of
So they're both standing on the beach, completely oblivious to everything else, and all by
I'm pretty sure we're still on the dock.
Yeah, you're still on the dock. Yeah, as I say, you're still on the dock. That plank of wood blew up. There is damage to the other immediately surrounding planks in it, but it looks like it was a shaped charge that blew very much upwards towards whoever was in the vicinity that stepped on it.
Damn,
so
Persian pirate's been here.
While you guys are doing the 10-minute cast time for each of your respective rituals,
I can't hear you at all.
We will cut to V inside the church. You heard what sounded like, for sure, an explosion coming from somewhere outside.
And there are no windows, yes?
No, there are no windows in this. The only source of light is the door, what would be the entrance, because the doors are like standing open.
Yeah, these gonna. Wait, oh, they're open?
Yeah, they're standing open. The main front doors are standing open.
Just gonna go, peek outside. See what's going on.
So you go peek outside, and it's like the church or building that you're in seems to be the highest point on this island, and the rest kind of slamps down and slopes from it. You see like a building to your right, what looks like some sort of like body disposal area to your left. It's got like some bones and some body parts in it. And then you see a road leading down towards the shoreline where there's a rather large boat. And then you see standing shortly down in that town, there's a person standing like down there that looks like they're starting to walk towards the church.
Do I see any sign of what caused the
There is smoke coming from the boat. And it looks like this boat either exploded or was directly near an explosion.
Yeah, I'll start wandering towards the person I see.
Okay, so you start moving. We're gonna cut over to Lucius. You look left because you hear an explosion, and you see the explosion near that boat. And then, as you're scanning back towards the church, you see that somebody just walked out of the church and is now walking relatively towards you.
All right, so I want to send. How far away is the boat from me?
It's like 180 feet, give or take 5-10 feet.
Let me.
Hard to tell exact with the slant, but it seems like it's like 150, 180 feet.
Let me see something real quick. Do I see the person walk in front of the church?
Yeah, you see somebody just walked out of the church. Like somebody just came strolling out of that church.
I'm gonna send. I look over on my shoulder. I look at Loki. I say, "Go investigate what that explosion was and report back to me."
Okay, so you want him to go fly towards the boat?
Yeah, I'm gonna send Loki to go fly towards the boat. Yeah, because he can. I think there's no real range on how far they can get away from me. It just says that I can only have a telepathic connection with them to speak with them for only 100 feet.
Gotcha.
Would Rat Guy be a regular rat or a giant rat?
He's a regular rat. He's a regular rat for now. With he depending on what his involvement in combat and stuff, like rats get experience in life too.
Okay.
Oh, and then Charles, for you, for that inner monologue thing that my character has, the other personality's name is going to be Ariel.
Sweet. Also, as you guys are making decisions, between yourselves when you're not actively talking to people, you can feel free to mute or whatever if it's internal. But if you guys are like having an external dialogue between the two voices, 100% do that within to where everybody else can hear your guys' discussion, because they would legitimately see your character, dude voice, chick voice, talking to themselves.
Gotcha. So we send Loki. Lucius looks over at Loki and tells Loki, "Go investigate that explosion that happened down the hill. And report back to me with what you find."
What's his fly speed?
Let's see, Raven's fly speed.
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna take him long. So are you just waiting there for him to fly and come back, or what are you doing?
I start having my Ariel. What do you want to go? You see that person who just walked out of that church?
Yeah.
You want to go see what they're doing? All right. So we start to walk towards the man who walked out of the church.
Okay, so he flies over. He does give me a investigation check for the crow,
Investigation.
just to see how well he sees through the smoke and
I
shit.
like to imagine that he sees me. If he does see Guy Brian, he is still saying no the whole time he's doing this 10-minute prep. No! No!
Investigation should be 15.
15. Okay. What is your bird? What is the intelligence stat on the crow?
-4.
Wait, is it a crow or a raven? I'm sorry.
Right.
If it's a raven, it's -3
-3. Okay. All
on
right.
intelligence.
So
-4.
-4. If that's what the written
I
stat
see -4 on mine.
-4. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I bet you they changed this with the new rules.
Maybe, but they so you're walking over towards the person coming out of the church. The bird flies over there and comes back. And do you want your raven to sound more timid, really arrogant, or like just normally confident? Like, what's the temperament of your bird?
More fearful, frightened.
Okay.
Skittish.
So it comes over and lands on you, and telepathically it's just like two shapes.
Okay. So there are two things down by the dock, Ariel.
Fucking stupid bird.
It's fucking wasting our time. Why the hell do we send him anyways? Fuck it.
Go after the person in front of us.
All right, let's keep moving.
All
We
right.
keep walking towards the church.
All right, so we're gonna cut back over to the. Actually, no, it's only been. So you guys are walking towards each other. Are you just going until you make contact with each other, or as you guys notice that you're approaching each other? Are either of you doing something about that?
He's gonna slow down and like scope out this person who's coming towards him with his normal distrust of him.
Okay, so Lucius, describe what you look like.
I am about 6 feet tall, roughly 200 pounds, white hair, gray, pale skin. And I'll be in dark leather.
No. He appears. V knows races, so he appears to be a drow.
Wait, like a black drow or a white drow?
A super pale drow. Drows.
Okay, well, that's acceptable.
Drows, you guys know, lorically, or they don't like the sun, and they tend to be in more like like a much more under their capital, wherever it is. Not everybody knows where it is completely underground. Everything typically attached to them is out of the sun, underground.
We down in the underground.
And Lucius, you're looking towards V. So V, describe what he's seeing.
Sorry, I'm balancing two different people's ADHD. So you see walking towards you a average-sized figure, like 5'6" or so, hood up, all black clothing, just barely kind of sticking out from the hood. You see long strands of pale white hair and a very pallid, deathly skin tone pallor. not like a drowse, however, but like something that's been dug up.
Lucius, you for sure know that he is not a drow, but like you can see that like somebody would easily mistake him for one. He looks like the palest elf you've ever heard of ever.
So how close are we to each other now?
You guys are still like around 100 feet from each other. This is just like you guys are getting close enough to where you can start seeing like features of the person. You've kind of both slowed down a little.
V will take his bow in his left hand, but I don't like. You said we're like 100 feet away.
Yeah.
You might see a twinge of his as he takes it in his hand something uncomfortable. He's not drawn an arrow or knocked an arrow. He's kind of he's no longer holding his bow. The bow's no longer holstered.
Give me an insight check, Lucius.
Now's a good time to fail.
This is you got a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so this dude
Are you adding your like insight to that?
Yeah, that's what I rolled an 8 plus 4.
Well, you needed a 14. This dude drew his. Oh my god, what is that?
Richard opening a garage door, I think.
I'm sorry, I just was stretching my ankle. It's made out of metal. That's my bad.
That's awful.
All right, we've already got one person with metal in their leg. Stop copying me.
So Lucius,
One more time. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
Ow.
Dude.
That's why I don't wear headphones.
I covered my Bluetooth thing. I don't know why it got so. I guess I have a good headset.
Gonna mute your ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have the controls, otherwise I would have. But Lucius, this dude definitely just drew his weapon out.
Did you see what he did? You see he has a weapon in his hand. Fuck no, I'm not running. The fuck do I look like? So
it's
I see.
Yeah, it's not aimed at you, but he definitely took his weapon out.
Can I roll? I want to attempt to intimidate him to get him to.
Just tell me what you would do to do that. Right? So like, are you like Big Bear? Like, just tell me what you want to do. I'll tell you what to do.
I say you keep walking. Don't let it.
You just want to keep walking. You don't even want to try and fuck it. Fine, whatever you say, we'll go with whatever the fuck you want to do. Like always.
Wow.
So unfazed by the bow being drawn, V, you notice that you take your bow out, and there's not even the slightest hesitation in his steps coming towards you. You see like his head moving, like he was talking, but he's steady walking towards you.
At about 40 feet, like 45 feet, the slows down a lot, almost coming to a complete stop. He's like, and just looks at the person's like a hail, stranger.
Like one of them gays.
So he gets within like 50 feet of you, 45 feet of you, and you can see that he's taking basically like his foot's like very slowly hitting the ground as he calls out to you.
Lower your weapon. You're of no concern to me in what I'm trying to accomplish. Either move out of the way, or I will strike you down where you stand.
V looks at the bow in his hand with no arrow, looks back at the figure, looks back at the bow, looks back at the figure, like very confused.
I continue to walk forward.
Okay, are you walking towards him or are you walking towards the church?
Pull over more.
I'm walking. My goal is to walk past him to go towards the church.
Okay, V, give me an insight check.
Roll the dice.
Look, we're already pulled over.
It is a 18.
Okay. He seems genuine that he's not really worried about what you're doing at all. He's just trying to pass you.
Well, then, like ships in the night, we just pass each other.
You guys like each take a step, one to your left, one to your right, like looking at each other. That you've established who will go what way, and you guys slowly walk past each other. Your heads turning to keep eye contact with each other as you pass each other. One going to the church and one going to the explosion near the beach, and you kind of refocus your way. I need a perception check from you, Lucius.
God damn, these rolls are rough. I got a 6.
Okay, so he definitely has some like writing on his jacket or his thing, and you're just like, that's weird. And then the thought fades and you keep walking.
Charles is trying so hard to drop lore, and it's just like, no.
Hey, the dice are the dice. All right, now 10 minutes has passed, and you were back at the docks.
So Rat Guy's back?
Yeah, Rat Guy pops to life, and he's squeaking at you like, do you know how... Yeah, because you can understand him. How smart is... What's the intelligence on the rat?
Same. It's a 2.
Minus
no, wait,
2?
Sorry, on a rat. No, it's minus 4.
Minus 4.
Yeah, so equally as dumb. So he's squeaking at you, and he's just like, death bad, hurt bad.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't. Time. You talk about time.
And
right there, guy. Hold right there. Don't move. I don't know if it's my memory, if it's the time, or if it's just that awful explosion that shook my noggin a bit, but I don't think I could handle another one of those. If you would, so you're the one, right? You would look out for stuff that was potentially dangerous.
That's what he was just saying. Like, yes.
Your creature
Charles.
that you have summoned seems to be a magnificently clever animal. You should listen to him more often. In any case, could you please keep an eye out for things that I may not be able to perceive? At the moment, I can perceive magical things, and I'll just give me a quick look around. Anything around?
Yes.
Charles,
So you have the items on your person.
Yep.
Guy Bryan has items on his person, but the entire ship of a boat called Wanda apparently is magical.
Fascinating.
Charles, Michael was trying to wait
cool.
for Nadia, but she wandered off.
I know. I was talking to her.
What's cool?
Give me a second. I
Oh,
want to
sorry.
give you the exact description. All right.
Oh yeah. Hey,
I'm
Adam,
going
this is when you
to
ask what type of
read-
magic it is.
Corrected because I have to do a shot, but I am still listening and playing.
So it's a conjuration.
Is your boat typically magical?
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, for sure.
Am I being BS'd is what I'd like to know.
I don't know that Guy Bryan knows.
I know exactly how Guy Bryan meant it, so it's fine.
That's gonna be 18.
Yeah, she's being genuine. He's being genuine. Guy Bryan thinks his boat is super magical.
Interesting. That may have been some interesting information before, but seeing how time passes for us linearly at the moment, I needed that information approximately 15 minutes ago. It may have been helpful. It may still be helpful in a future time, but at this time, not as helpful.
Long time.
Healing would be super
so-
helpful, and I hold out like a potion of minor healing.
Now that is magnificently helpful. I'm gonna take that and chug it right away.
Yeah.
I have 2 of them, so I'm going to take the other one.
Yeah, so you guys drink those, give yourself the health back. That's one thing I do need real quick because I don't have all of the numbers pulled up. Give me everybody's health totals, please, starting with Greg.
10.
All right.
Is that after the health potion?
No.
Yes. No, I know. I'm sorry. I need your total health. I'm trusting you guys to manage.
52,
I just need your
sorry.
52 health. All
Oh,
right.
you just want like what the max is, guys.
Yeah, what your max HP is, please.
How does Gregory have more health than me?
I don't know.
He's a corn fed. Guy Brian, what's your health?
It's more like crawdad fed, but yeah.
45.
Gumbo
said what?
fed.
45.
All right. V,
46.
46.
Adam, you are level 6, right?
Yes.
Baron,
45.
45. And then Lucius.
45.
How does?
Oh,
Gregory
I'm sorry.
have more health than
I said
everyone?
41, right? That's what I meant to
No,
say.
you said 52.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's 41 for sure.
Okay, that makes me weird. I was so confused. I was like, how is he
Okay,
higher than
all right.
everyone?
Sorry, I just needed to have that available to me. All right. So, outside of seeing the magic on you, the magic on Guy Brian, and the magic ship, you don't see any other magic like on the shore or the docks that you're standing on.
Okay, so as we're walking off the docks, I'm gonna take a quick peek at Guy Brian, see if he's looking at me.
So, are you guys real quick? You're just walking off the dock
No, I'm gonna investigate for any traps or dangerous things.
on the dock?
On the dock and right in front of where we're gonna be walking.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Guy Brian's been thoroughly scolded. 16.
Okay. So you start walking and you're looking at the steps, like, how can I best figure this out? And then you're like, wait a minute. And so you go look at the side of the planks, and it looks like every fourth plank has some sort of mechanical switch on the side of it.
You're gonna want to skip every fourth plank, or we're gonna get exploded again. Just FYI.
There are 4 more planks in that order.
I'll go
to-
first to show you.
to get
and then
off.
Guy Brian leads the way.
I'm
Okay.
paying attention intently.
Yeah. So give me. Are you like doing this
What?
dramatically to where you're like 1, 2, skip, or are you just like walking normally and skipping those ones?
You know what? Because I'm Guy Brian. On the last one, I'm gonna do a flip.
Okay, so give me an acrobatics check.
I'm really good at acrobatics.
Natural 1.
It wouldn't matter because I would get to reroll that. And it's actually really good. So 23.
So Guy Brian looks at you and is like, just do this. And step, skip, step, skip, and all the way down to the last one. Then he stops, looks at you, looks at the beach, and then just does a like somersault backflip, lands like in the sand, arms up, feet together, like waiting for you to like celebrate it.
Understanding that Guy Bryant has a taste for the flamboyant, I'd like to analyze his movement pattern to see which planks I should avoid without having to do that nonsense.
Yeah, so give me a
That guy gives me a tiny round of applause.
give me an intelligence.
Is Rat Guy holding up a small placard with a number on it? If so, what is that number?
So I'm gonna use. Oh no, I'm fine. Man, I thought that was a 1. It's just low light. It's a 7.
Okay.
Just a straight intelligence check.
Yeah, you can add your intelligence modifier to it.
Yeah. So 12.
12? Okay, yeah. It's not a complicated thing to realize what every fourth step meant.
Yeah.
And so you just took note of the individual planks that she skipped, and you go all the way to the end, and he's looking at you like expecting something, and then you just step over it onto the beach and look at him.
Charles, why do you have such difficulty referring to your sister as he?
Because I'm looking at her.
Guy Brian would be
Absolutely
doing it.
impeccable timing on that warning. I might ask. I might add to that. Impeccable timing. Warnings like that at that timing, always going to be appreciated by myself. Shall we? Am I pointing up the beach?
You
As soon as he
did
turns
tie
around.
the boat. You did tie the boat down, correct?
Nope.
Yes. No, I said specifically when I
Yeah,
got off.
I
that
thought
I
you
tied
did.
the boat down.
Okay, so you tied the boat. The boat. Give me an investigation check. Or I'm sorry, I lied. Give me a perception check.
15.
You feel good.
So the moment she turns around to start heading up the beach and turns her back, I'm gonna turn back around and cast Dispel Magic on the boat real quick.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So
It's a
give me
level
sec.
1.
Yeah.
It's not my fault you're short.
Okay. So I just had to see what the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level and successful check.
I guess wherever on this one. I'm
No.
really cool in here, but I
Too big.
kinda
No.
wanted to-
Okay.
There's a stat.
Or did we do that side yesterday?
So I might be having a brain fart here.
I know
it
what
says
you're struggling with, and I don't know how to answer this for you.
I know how to. I know the check goes to the person it's tied to. Correct? Like
Right.
the ability check would go to the person it's tied to. So I need an
guess so.
Yes. So I need an a
It's Arcana, I think.
Arcana
Yeah.
or spell attack, and I don't know which one to tell you.
it's an we're gonna go Arcana because she's not
Right.
active. He's not aware to the full scope of everything. So I need an Arcana check. You see Gregory casting something towards your boat, and almost instinctively you feel something connecting you to your boat, and I need an Arcana check.
Me?
Yes.
19.
Oh, that yeah. So
9?
yeah. So you're looking at your boat, and Gregory like does some stuff, and the boat called Wanda like disappears.
What'd you do?
You know, I wasn't certain. I am now. I apologize for doubting you.
You guys are on the beach.
Where's the boat, though?
It's no longer here.
Yeah. You give me a history check, Danielle.
15.
You for the life of you don't remember like where your boat goes when you don't have it.
I'm not loving this, Gregory. I'm not loving it.
I didn't really like the dock either, so I guess that we'll call ourselves even.
This guy. Can't even call him a guy. Guys don't
So
get rid of the boat.
I appreciate you now calling me a guy. It's mighty kind of you.
So you guys are on the beach, off the dock. You can see the beach winds to the right, and that little embankment goes up, like wrapping around out of eyesight. And there is a very obvious, like what somebody has like shaped as a smooth incline up of that embankment.
I'll keep a look for the magic things that might do us harm. I ask you to do the same for the non-magical things.
Guy Brian, you checking for traps as you guys move on the beach?
Guy Brian thinks about not checking for traps, but he begrudgingly does.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. He thinks about maybe you should go first. It's real safe.
I think it's investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Was a 1, so it's re-roller. That is a 10, which makes it a 12.
We're not off to a great rolls today.
We're not. No, we're not.
So, luckily, this one is not as clever or shrewd. You can see stretching from this dock to a kind of piece of driftwood from the embankment. There's a wire running across, like a foot tripwire.
There is another trap over here. It is wire. This is how you get past it. And then I'm going to cartwheel, and I want it to just miss it with my hands.
So you watch as he points out there's a wire in this area and does a cartwheel over it. Give me an acrobatics check.
This is why I put so much into acrobatics. It's a dirty 20.
Okay. And with just super smooth, like almost his arms and legs don't bend. He just like rolls like a tire in a big circle, standing up again on the other side.
Again, I'm going to try to ascertain how to do that normally.
Yeah, intelligence check. Just let me know if it's above a 10.
Yeah, well above 10.
Yeah, you look down and you very clearly see the wire. And you look at him as you again step right over it and just look at him with the same blank.
That one was actually a little bit easier, and I thought I was maybe going to have to hike my robes up a little bit, but they're so frayed and singed at the bottom from that dock thing that that was not necessary.
All right, we're gonna cut over to Baron. Baron, you remember which side of the island you're approaching from?
The south side?
Yeah, so there's no docks or anything that you can see on this beach as you approach this beach. You can very clearly see from the waves and stuff that you were doing that there was some sort of explosion to your left if you were to follow the left side of the beach, and then you can see the top of a structure if you were to like go on the beach and go straight up. The beach that you're looking at looks almost identical to this, but it doesn't have like a carved out path. It's just one solid like embankment.
I just remember where my boat goes. It goes to my vault.
Goes to a specific thing within your vault.
It goes to the vault. I remember now. It's all coming back. This is gonna work really well for Guy Bryan's whole thing.
There's a magic bottle, a magic shipping bottle in your vault that like, is how you can get access to your boat.
I remember now.
Oh yeah.
It's in the vault. Which means I'll have to go to the vault and sail it all the way fucking back here.
No, you can teleport to your vault and come back, and you can open it at whatever water you're in. Yeah. But in the glass will then go back to the vault, and if for some reason the magic is dispelled or you dispel it, it goes back to the bottle. I was gonna like just have you roll indefinitely in your vault. Like you go to your vault and it'd be like roll, and until you got above like a 14, you weren't gonna remember. Like you would have thought really your boat disappeared.
In general, which is great.
But you're approaching the shores very very clearly. Give me a Arcana check.
Me or Gregory?
No, Baron.
Oh.
It's not all about you, Danielle.
Actually, what's your highest modifier attached to your wisdom? Because this is in reference to your unique ancient knowledge.
Oh, gotcha.
It's probably
either perception or nature, I guess.
Nature. Give me a nature check. Going forward, it'll be nature because that's the obvious one.
So it'd be 24.
Intelligence check.
24. Whatever beacon was drawing you here almost feels like it's fading.
Very good. Nice.
So like think of like you don't visually see a beacon, but you can almost like visualize in your head like what it's emitting within your when you're within certain ranges or drawn to it.
The feeling is dissipating. It's going away.
Yeah, it feels like it's becoming less impactful, like it's fading or decreasing.
Okay. I'd like to scan the beach for any immediate threats.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, there it is. Can I do a perception check?
Nope.
3.
So you see a crab that's doing this, and for some reason you cannot remember if that's like a threat.
All right.
It's just shimmying left to right, like doing this.
I'm gonna feel pretty comfortable. Looks like no threats.
Not a large crab, but there's a crab. That's all you see on the beach.
And just like
friends with a lot of crabs. Yeah. I'm friends with a lot of crabs, so I am going to Can I wild shape in to get better movement? I think I can.
Yeah, you get the movement of whatever you shape into. Just check
I'm
off
gonna-
your wild shape because you have the set numbers of them.
Okay, wild shape. I am going to turn into a cheetah.
I don't know if you
Might
can
be
yet.
As I say, give me just one sec.
And then can I put that cheetah on top of the cliff?
More specifically, at the bottom of the cliff, and then teleports the cheetah.
All right,
I'm sorry, I can't.
beast shapes.
It's gonna be a roast session, apparently.
Hey, Richie.
All right,
When do
what CR does it say your wild shape is allowed to be?
Does it tell me?
Yeah, click on
yeah.
wild shape in your sheet.
Features and traits.
I'm about to drown these
One
dice.
bonus action, wild shape. Druid level 2-4. Known form 6. Max CR 1/2. Fly speed no.
Okay, so you can turn into right now for half. You can turn into a warhorse, a reef shark, a crocodile, an ape.
I just want whatever has the fastest land movement speed.
I think a crocodile is probably gonna have the fastest land speed from this list. That or a warhorse, one of the two. Never mind. It says specifically warhorses are known for their great running speed, so I'd say probably a warhorse.
Okay.
And then just pull up the warhorse stat block because that's what the stat block will use while you're in.
What's
that
the website for stat blocks?
No, wait,
Again.
Richie.
You can,
On your sheet, click extras,
It was super.
Where?
where you see actions, spells, inventory, features and trait, backgrounds, note, extras.
Oh, extras. Yep.
Yeah. Click manage extras.
Warhorse. Oh, okay. Manage extras.
Use a category, wild shape, and then search for warhorse.
Wild shape. Warhorse. Add.
I'm also linking it in chat if you need it.
Oh,
so
nice.
there's
This is
like
cool.
nine ways to do it.
Yeah. 60 feet.
Okay.
60 feet movement speed.
Oh,
your
fantastic.
AC is
Yeah.
11, and you
Good
have
thing we
19
brought
hit.
our experienced players to this one.
Yeah, I like it. 'Cause I don't know.
That
Everything is
actually-
new.
That extra tab is semi-new, and I love that thing for when I actually have familiars. Or for
That's
my
awesome,
druid.
actually. We don't have to use separate websites. That's
That is pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Because
All
what
right.
you can do is you can pre-select a whole bunch of wild shape forms that you know you're going to like, and just have them ready.
Sounds
Yes.
like debrief stuff.
But yeah, you're on the beach and you are.
So I have wild shaped, and I am. I don't know what we can do for this, but I am trying to tune into that energy that I can feel fading away, and I want to charge as quickly as possible towards it.
Okay, so give me a nature check.
With the
Okay,
horse stat block.
that's a nat 20 plus 7.
Okay. With the nat 20, it feels like wherever this was pinging from is dead center of the island.
All right, I want to go there as quickly as possible.
Are you going to try to jump the embankment, or are you going to run till you see
How
an
tall is the
open-
embankment?
Where you're at, it's about 30 feet.
30 feet on a warhorse, going what? 30 kilometers an hour.
Jumping
30
is
feet.
half your movement speed plus something. Like
Strength-based.
you can do it. I'm just gonna need the check for it to see how well you do it on the beach with the sand and everything like that. It's not a
Whatever. I don't have any enemies around me as far as I can tell. I'm just going to go the safe route. Just follow the path. Get there without having to try and jump 30 feet up and break a leg, so I have to shoot myself.
Okay, I need you to tell me what the safe path is in your mind. You know there was some sort of explosion to the left, and then there's also you can go right.
Okay, but you said it's identical to what I'm looking at now?
You don't know what the rest of the embankment on the rest of the beach looks like. You just know that the section of the beach that you're looking at has a solid embankment. You just know there was some sort of explosion to the left side of the, like further down left on the island, and then you can also go to the right on the beach.
Hey Charles, I just put the map for a high jump in the chat for you.
Whatever, dude. I don't want to take a lot of time on this. Just whatever the most efficient route is to go towards where the bang was.
You have to tell me what you think the most efficient route is.
Without seeing it, I'm gonna go left towards the bank.
Okay, so you're going left. You're galloping left. So you will. So you're gonna go left. You're gonna go left. Give me a perception check.
As a horse, right?
Yeah, as a horse, you guys have passed this.
I think he still uses.
It's
Yes.
your like your physical things don't change. Your like your mind stays the same. It's
Right,
not like
so
you
21.
become dumber. All right. So you are galloping down the beach, and you can see that the embankment has some sort of close off coming that opens up, and it looks like there's people starting to walk off of the beach. Gregory and either one of you guys pick. Give me a perception check as you're walking away.
Yeah, I mean he's hauling ass, right? So.
Yeah, he's on ass.
So that's gonna be 19.
Yeah.
Nope,
There's
17. Yeah.
there's a fucking big ass horse running down the beach towards you guys.
Guys, this is another one of your tricks.
I don't own any horses. I didn't even know this beach had horses.
Let's step
there
away
water
from this trap here for a moment. Step to the side and see what happens.
I step cartoonishly, like just like to observe from a safe distance.
Yep. So you guys step right here, and you come running up. You see that they have stepped out of eyesight. Are you trying to go past them, or are you going towards the same entry up towards where the beacon is coming from?
Seems like the most efficient route towards the beacon. That is my goal.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, right. I have to hit this. All right. 13.
As I see it about to hit the tripwire, I'm like, Gregory, have you ever eaten a horse?
Danny, you've got a challenger coming.
Oh man, she's good.
Oh shit! That was a fucking phenomenal roll. You take 21 damage
Ouch.
from this explosion that shoots out. You can see there's two wooden posts at the edge of the dock, and there's a tripwire, and there was some sort of explosion shaped towards the embankment as it shoots directly into your left side. You stumble over a little bit, and then you're now past what felt like a really shitty trap.
Is this like the scene from The Patriot where like Mel Gibson drops the flag and the horse?
But
I've never played a druid before, but doesn't it work like
your wild
once
health
you get
shape,
out of the wild?
Yeah,
Yeah,
your wild shape health is separate from your normal health. So like if you wild shape into a polar bear and have 50 health and lose 50 health and you go back to your normal form, you're at whatever your health was before going into the wild shape form.
Right on. So then and then to drop wild shape, it's just not an action. It's like doesn't take an action.
That's gonna be, I don't know if it's a bonus action or an action or if you just drop it. I mean,
okay, whatever. We can figure it out.
It'll be listed on your wild shape section. I haven't played a lot of druid.
So this horse came feeding around, hit the trap, ate shit as a man. Right? As something.
Yeah.
As a humanoid.
Yes. Who stands up.
I'm very sorry that I got rid of your boat. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I felt like maybe you weren't being entirely honest with me. Enough with the tricks. Who is this guy?
I don't know that guy. You took the boat.
I didn't take it. I sent it somewhere.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I know where the boat's at.
Oh, hey there. It's okay. I know I look pretty bad. It's no big deal. But I just wanted to say, hey, how are you guys doing? Nice to meet you. I am not a threat to anybody. Just saying hi. Hey, hello, everybody.
And then Gregory or Guy Brian immediately trusts him. He seems like a really nice guy.
Okay.
I do like the way he speaks.
it is very important to me. Are any of you physically greeting him, like handshake, anything like that?
Only
No.
thing I'm doing is looking at his wrists.
Okay.
Guy Brian is enthusiastically waving back.
Okay. All right. So, Baron, describe the humanoid that they're looking at now that he's melted away from this horse form.
It looks to be mid-40s for a human, but he's actually in a half elf. His hood is beautifully threaded together. It's a full cloak. It's been tossed off of his head, but you can tell that the intricate patterns are masterfully crafted. It starts at the top with it's almost like a seasonal change, where it goes from autumn to winter at the bottom. So it's beautiful yellows, and then auburns, and then browns, and then blues, and then whites, and then but it's thrown off of his head. He's got long hair, and a very charismatic face, clean shaven, and he has a big white smile. He's carrying a staff, and he's about 5'8". You can tell that he's not. Let's put him 5'10". He's you can see his ears. You can definitely tell that they're not like pure human ears. If you're perceptive, you can tell that he's a half elf. Underneath, it's pretty modest wear. Just leather common wear basically. And yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Okay. So,
Guy
Adam,
Brian wants to look at Gregory and look at you and just be like, "Do I know you?"
you can kill the battle map for this one. The RP is going to take over for a minute. And that'll let me set up the other one while this happens.
I see another half elf with blue hair, and he has a reverse mohawk, so it's all standing up on the outside, no hair in the middle, and that's Guy Brian's gonna be like, "Do I know you?"
Yeah, no, I don't know if we really know. But I got to tell you, I'm so stuck on the last accent. You'll have to let me adjust for a bit.
I was like Bjorn.
Bjorn's back.
The funny thing is, like, that's the predecessor for the North Dakota accent. So it's
So I
hard to.
also have an eye patch. I forgot that. So eye patch, pirate, half elf, blue hair, reverse mohawk.
No, sure. I don't know if we know. Have we? God damn it.
It just gets back into it immediately.
Yeah. Okay, right. Let me practice. All right. Oh, don't you know? No. All right. I just got to do my voice with a slight North Dakota accent. All right.
Or you just not do an accent.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
That is what something V for vagina would say.
Canon now.
Sorry.
Can we?
Hey, yeah. No, I know. I don't think we've met each other before.
Guy Brian, pretty notorious. I have a boat, believe it or not. Somebody took my boat for a little bit. Yeah, Guy Brian. Nice to meet you.
That's.
Name?
My name is Baron. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm Gregory. It seems to be a day for people losing their method of transportation. Seems that you had that exact same problem. Now, so you were on the horse, and the horse blew to smithereens? I didn't quite catch exactly how that worked.
Can I do a quick perception check to tell if these guys are evil?
You can do an insight check to see if you feel like they're...
Insight.
Yeah.
Right. I got a 9.
Hear the songs and Guy Brian said it's just
So you don't think that, like, there's nothing about them that screams they're a threat to you or the balance of the island. From everything that you could tell, they seem like normal-ish for what you've been used to dealing with, people walking on the island.
All right, young vanished.
Well, got it. I got to tell you, I was riding down. I wasn't really riding. I am a druid by craft. I turned into a war horse, and things got a little messy. Got to tell you. There was a little trip incident, blew the shit out of the back of me. Woof, not great. So here I am in my regular form.
I see. Yeah. It's my fault. It was my idea. I didn't know your intentions, nor your character, nor your physical form. I thought you were a horse charging us to potentially hurt us. I don't know. I've never been hurt by a horse before, not on purpose anyway. So I knew that thing was there. I probably could have warned you, but I did not know your intentions. So my apologies for that
Oh,
misstep.
sure. Don't sweat it, fella. Don't sweat it, fella. I get it. You're a little bit worried about what's coming around the corner. It's no big problem. Hey, well, I'll just shake it off. I'll take all these shards out of my back, and we'll call it a day, you know?
Oh, so Baron's Canadian. Got it.
Dawson.
Southern Canadian.
No, that's fair. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Gregory. So we're here investigating Graybeard. No, Oldbeard. Dirty Beard. That's the one. I knew he's had some kind of beard. Apparently, it's dirty.
This is so cool with this island.
He likes this island for some reason. He's caused some problems for some friends of my friend here, Guy, and we're gonna go find out maybe why he continues to cause those problems and perhaps stop him.
Oh, that's very interesting. I feel like maybe we are aligned in this. How do you know that? Yeah, I'm going Canadian before I get to North Dakota now. How do you know that it was the Dirty Beard? It sounds like one of the worst of the beards.
Well, I guess I don't know for certain. I haven't confirmed.
I do. It's definitely his island. I know him very well. Don't like him. Genuinely.
So I haven't confirmed, but in any case, he's there, or we think he's there, or we're going to investigate why he's there. But Guy's been relatively marvelous companion. Didn't kill any ladies like another companion of ours who did.
That did happen.
Didn't abandon us in a fight like another companion that we had. Didn't try to tentacle the whole host of other people. In any case, we've had some interesting companions. You say you think we're aligned. Can I take a look at your wrists, please?
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, take a look.
Does he have a mark on his wrists?
Are you physically investigating his wrists, or are you just visually looking at them?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over and like if he holds out his wrists, I'm gonna go over just like grab the bottom side of his hand and kind of rub my hand over where I would expect that spot to be.
So as you rub your hand over the spot and you feel this, Baron, it feels very similar to like the feelings you had when you think about the visions when you were like an infant, and like the things that tend to flood your mind that you don't know where they're coming from. And you guys both watch as a mark seems to appear from the touch of Gregory as he moves his hand down the wrist.
Well, now that's fascinating.
What? Okay, so have I ever experienced that before?
You've experienced the feeling that you just felt whenever you get visions of the Dawn of Destruction prophecy and these like ancient references that you're not sure where they're coming from. The feeling you get when you're like having those flashes, it felt like the same feeling.
Whoa, this is this is pretty heavy. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to. I think we have a lot to talk about.
I would say so. Seems that you're a witness as well. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. I haven't quite pieced it together myself, but in due time, we'll all solve it, right, Guy?
Yep. Yep, yep.
Guy likes time as well. He's getting
I
better
do.
too.
Well, bud, and hon, got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about our adventures together. So we're going in this direction, yeah?
Yeah. Whatever direction that you were so hastily moving in, I don't know exactly why you were moving there, but
I would
I
move
don't
slower.
think you know either. Slower, right? So we'll move a little bit slower. Guy is very adept at finding things that can trip you up, as long as he remembers to do it. So I would remind him from time to time.
One time.
I just want
So
one
are you guys
celebration.
expecting? Are you guys expecting traps occasionally along the road, or?
This is Dirty Beard's island, and he's a dirty, dirty beard, and he put them everywhere. I'm sure. It just I forgot. Things happen.
It's almost like.
Oh,
sounds like-
sure, sure.
So
Yeah,
why
Brian,
don't you
just
go ahead and point us in the direction that you were headed so hastily? We'll move less hastily and keep an eye out.
Okay, yeah, I can tell you that, no problem. All right, Charles, what do you want me to roll here?
You don't have to roll anything. The path that you guys are on that leads towards like the town and the temple, it looks like whatever that structure you can see the top of, it is positioned in the center of the island. The path or trail that you guys are on seems to head directly towards the direction you were going.
Yeah, but basically we just follow this path and we're going to get there. It's no problem.
No, we were headed that way ourselves. Let us continue.
All right. Are you guys going up the I need to know the marching order and if anyone's checking for traps.
Guy Brian will be in front, and he is checking for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
It's actually 1. I love that luck feat. Or luck natural trait.
I'm also eating a good berry right now.
17.
Okay. You don't see any traps on the path that you're walking so far. I need a perception check from Gregory and Baron as you guys start to move further up this path.
Ugh.
Not awful. 16.
4.
Baron, you feel like something or someone or you are not alone in this area.
Hey, boys. And no, yeah, boys.
Guys.
Guys. Right. He makes a note. Nod. Guys. I think we might run into some problems if we're not a little bit sneakier, you know. There's somebody watching us.
Wow.
Guy Brian's gonna hide immediately.
Where are you hiding?
Is there any brush near me?
No.
I bury my body in the sand now.
You could run. You could try to bury your body in the sand, but you could also run. Adam, you can bring back up the battle map now.
Okay. And bye.
I'm gonna hide behind Baron. Body.
So you can see that as you're coming up this path, there's some more trees are light, and then there's like some slight like elevation changes on either side as it's moving further in. But it's fairly open on this island. It's just like a slight incline with some like different kind of bits of the island that lift up, and it's lumpy land.
All right. Where that tree is, Guy Brian wants to sprint towards it and then take sand and throw it in the air and then hide after I throw all the sand.
Okay, so you read right here?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception check with with advantage. No, not yet.
Okay. Because of the sand.
No, not because of the sand. Because
Oh,
of hilarious timing or positioning.
With advantage.
oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, with advantage because of where you're going.
What's actually really good? It's 21.
Okay, so as you're running here and you grab the sand, you go to throw it up, you are running directly towards a dude who is just out of the eyesight of down there that was hiding behind the tree that you just ran to.
What's this guy doing?
He is just looking at you, really freaked out for how you immediately knew where he was. So he's kind of like stunned, just looking at you to see if you're going to do something.
Does he have a weapon?
He has a weapon in his hand. He has a what looks like a dagger in his hand, a bow on his back.
Okay. I was not ready for this. So give me a second.
Neither was he. I'm sorry. It's a short sword in his hand.
I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
Okay. Well, as soon as you scream, I need initiative from everybody in reference to Guy, Brian, Gregory, and Baron, and the spy.
24.
Perfect. Give me 1 second.
So just to confirm, Guy sprinted over, threw sand, and screamed, and that's where we are.
Yep. And the dude was very, very surprised.
Did Guy manage to throw the sand in his face? Right.
So if I stab him with my
damn.
crystal dagger, does this count as a surprise attack?
No. He clearly sees you.
Damn it!
All right. Gregory, you said, what was it?
24.
Damn him and his working eyes.
And what was yours?
I didn't. Okay, it was a nat 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Graduated to the right dice. I've been punishing the bad dice, and we're on to the third dice, and it's doing better.
Okay. Guy Brian, you are up first, so if you would like to stab him, you can.
I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. You roll for the attack.
Do we see this happening?
Yeah, you guys see the Guy Brian ran up through dust, went and clearly swung at something.
Okay, it's a 16,
16 hits.
and that's for 7 damage.
Oh, that was really easy math, actually. Okay, so the knife hits right in his stomach, and then he looks up at you, and his eyes shift from like surprise to like, I need to get serious, and he's staring you down now. Okay, that was Guy. Oh, I need your initiative, Baron. You never said what it was.
6.
What's your dexterity?
Yes.
My dexterity is 12.
Okay. So,
Really fucked up my whole plan there.
I mean, you did introduce yourself via stabbing, so it's going well.
okay.
Scream
Gregory,
and then stab.
Gregory, it's your turn.
Can I see this nerd that just got shanked? Also, don't you have 2 attacks, Guy?
Not as a rogue.
Yeah.
I don't. And if I did the
At
thief
the
one,
offhand, yeah, because you get the sneak attack damage.
Right. Fair enough.
yeah, if I would have done thief archetype, I think I would have gotten an extra
It's
one.
all right,
But
it's all
because
right.
it's
Or if you had done swashbuckler, that's like the
Yeah.
easiest way.
That's
to
fine.
You can see him. He's his stealth went away when she ran up on him through the dust and screamed. He very clearly like it drew the attention there.
Yeah.
He is partially covered by Guy Brian where you're currently standing. You just saw like his head come above hers or his.
I see. So he's in partial cover.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move then to my right about 10 feet, see if I can get a better line on that guy.
If you go over about 15 feet, you'll have a clear line.
Love it. Let's do it.
All right, so you're over 15 feet. You have a clear line to him. You see that he just took a knife in the belly.
Yep. And he's about to take a frostbolt to the chest. A ray of frost, rather.
Got it. Roll it.
I believe that is 15.
That hits.
Let me just make sure. Yeah. Oh, no. 17, so it still hits. All right, cool.
Hits.
Dropping dice.
Punish him.
Just
Can you guys hear Demetrius?
Yes, yes, we can, or I can. He's going ham.
Is
He's
that
going to
him? I
take
thought that
13
was-
cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
I thought that was the background music from Adam.
No,
No.
that is Demetrius.
Yeah.
Fucking living room.
So this blasts into him, and you see like the ice, like gross across his chest, and his limbs are twitching. He does not look great. He looks like this was not at all how he thought this was going to go. Like a little bit of blood is crystallizing as it's coming out of his mouth from him spitting it out, and it's just chinking off the bits of ice that are on his chest.
And then as a small bonus action, whatever, I'll say, freeze, ruffian.
It's his turn now, and he very, very, very not happy is going to try to use a cunning action to disengage and move half of his movement to get away from you guys.
Minus 10 feet.
Minus 10 feet, so his movement is so he disengages and he starts heading this way, and he makes it right there.
I said freeze.
He's very like slowly everything seems to be like fighting against him as he's shivering in the very nice tropical heat.
It's the scene from what, like Reservoir Dogs, where he's like slowly crawling away in his blood.
Baron, it is your turn.
It's only one guy.
I'm gonna run up towards the tree 25 feet. And then I'm gonna use mold earth in front of him to make it even more difficult for him to run away.
So you're putting like a berry in front of him, some more difficult terrain in front of him.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of, like, it looks smooth, but it's actually like hard rocks and gravel. So every time he steps in it, it's like even harder to run.
Excellent use of mold earth.
Yeah. All right. He sees that shifting in front of him. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah. I feel like he's
Okay.
hosed.
Guy Brian, your turn.
Guy Brian is gonna pull out his short bow.
Okay.
And he's just really offended at someone having the audacity to sneak up on him. So I'm gonna shoot that bone bow at him, and just so you remember, the necrotic damage we turned into scurvy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the pirate thing. It's the
Like,
same. It's the necrotic. It's just described as scurvy. That's
Give
fine.
him scurvy.
What is the attack?
It's good, it hits. It's 24.
That definitely hits. Yeah.
It's 11 damage plus scurvy.
Okay. So you line this bow up, you shoot it, let it go, and you see it twisting. You see like little black specks popping off of it as it's spinning, and you're like, that's the scurvy right there. And it shoots right in the back of his head, and you see from the frost and stuff, the little black goo that normally spreads crystallizes, and he like turns his head slightly towards you, and you see like the black crystals from the scurvy kind of dripping out of his eyes, and he falls over backwards dead.
Cool.
No one sneaks up on me.
Nice.
Just like
And
you
you-
don't stick up on anybody.
And you can kill the map.
Oops.
Quick question, Charles. How long does that sigil last when I've cast it on, like, Rat Guy?
Till you cast it to a new location.
Okay.
Or
I'm going to go ahead now that
or you
actually-
go unconscious.
because this happened, I'm going to go ahead and cast my sigil on him after this battle ends.
That's fine. Just use the
Spell slot.
yeah.
So as I'm running or lightly trotting over to where Guy's at and has just fired that scurvy arrow. Guy, that was amazing. You sniffed out the trap. You knew exactly where he was. You isolated him and wounded him deeply. I thought maybe we could get some information out of him, but if he was one of Dirtybeard's men, as I'm sure you must have noticed right away, I doubt he would have talked. In any case, that was some mighty fine, impressive anti-ambush.
Guy Ryan is like scratching the empty hair where his reverse mohawk is like, I know. I'm pretty impressive.
He's laying there dead. You guys are kind of talking amongst each other, feeling pretty good about, yeah, that's right. Nobody startles the startler. And
I'm looking on him for intel.
okay,
If
give me
I
an
find
investigation check.
anything
I'm gonna just
valuable, I'm
completely-
just gonna toss it kind of to the side because I'm sure guys.
I whispered to Rat Guy, go get the good stuff.
So give me an investigation, Gregory, and then give me a separate one for Rat Guy.
Does Rat have investigation?
It's gonna be a 19.
So you very quickly are feeling up. He's wearing like almost like robes with like a little bit of like some sort of padded armor underneath. It's not very nice or fancy, but it does have like these weird like runes kind of carved on the shoulders and like the seams of it. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Dwarvish.
Yeah, you don't recognize him, but you do find a note in his pocket.
I'm gonna take the note. I'm gonna mark it down as ruffian note for the moment.
You can put spy note.
Spy note, gotcha. And then the other thing I'm going to do is, if I can take a few moments, try to copy what I see on those sigils.
Just give me a performance check with advantage because it's not a particularly hard thing to do. They're not crazy intricate. They're fairly like, you don't know what language they are, but they seem fairly consistent with like the strokes and stuff you'd attach to like runic symbols.
Performance check is charisma.
Yes.
You could also, no, it wouldn't be Arcana. Yeah, no, it'd be performance.
Rat Guy rolled a flat 12.
Rat Guy rolled flat 12.
Yep.
I rolled a 13 minus 1, 12.
Yeah, so I mean, you need a 10. It's not hard to write or anything. It's so you look at them, you're like, I don't really know what those mean, but you trace the appropriate, like they look 98% like this is the runes.
Gotcha.
About the third rune in, you realize they're just repeating. They're in like a sequence of 3, and then it repeats and repeats and repeats.
I'm immediately taking that to my new friend. Hey, friend, you notice? Can you know what these runes mean?
Well, let me take a look there, bud.
Yeah, have a look here. If it's not the correct sketch here in my book, it's on his armor there. I just thought I'd ask before we get going.
What languages do you
Oh,
speak?
sure. Yeah, no problem. I speak Elvish. Oh, shit. Where's the...
Should be under
well, we picked it
proficiencies.
earlier. I think proficiencies.
Other proficiencies in language, yeah.
Richard, just on your main sheet in the bottom left, it says languages.
Proficiencies in training. Oh, yeah. Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
You don't know what these mean.
Sure wish I could tell you, fella, but it's beyond me, you know.
Rat Guy didn't find anything on his body.
I'll give him a tiny cracker anyways for trying.
How about you, Guy? I'm asking everybody.
Guy, what languages do you speak?
Thieves can't, Common, and Elvish.
You don't recognize it.
We've looked at it for like a good minute. No.
It's one of them weirdo languages, you know.
Said the druid. You guys don't
language, eh?
immediately. There's nothing else that you guys see around you. There's like the only sort of shrubbery with the tree and it's where he was hiding. Everything else is fairly open, and you see the path continues. About this time, as you guys start looking further down the path, you notice that a figure is approaching you guys.
What's this figure look like?
So, Charles, when I saw the boat disappear, it would have like, and then turned towards the town because there's not a boat there anymore.
Okay, so you don't see a guy approaching you.
I just didn't want to interrupt because you're doing.
No, you're good. Yeah, so you guys are looking down the path. It's still leading up towards. You can see more of the top of a structure, but like this island's like a steady, just kind of like It's like the whole island goes to like a little lumpy pyramid that has that's a highest elevation point.
That's not the church, right? Or is that the church? I was a little
It
confused.
is the church.
You would know that it's the church, yes.
Okay.
We're gonna keep following the path, I assume, and I will still be in front and looking for traps. And
Okay.
I want to look for traps, and then I want to barrel roll, and then keep leading the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna
V, are you?
right in the middle. Sorry.
Are you? You're good. V, are you going in back into the church, or are you just waiting in the town or looking around the town?
So
Because I know Lucius is going basically in like to the church.
So it's like at the top of the hill is the church, and then down the hill on the path is the town, and then past that is the boat. Is that right?
Yeah. So you have the church slant. It's like 30 feet to the town. That's like right at the bottom part of the
Okay.
church thing, and then it
I'm
goes
like-
further down.
I'm like
And
wandering around.
the town is 2 buildings.
Okay, I'm kind of wandering around in that area, trying to figure out where I am, because all I know is I'm on an island.
Okay. So
I'm looking around, trying to figure out where I am.
okay. Give me a history check.
Dirty 20.
So you're looking around, you look at the sky, you look at the trees and the greenery, and you're like, I'm definitely in the southern territories. Looking around the little town, if you would call it that you're at, there's a church and a building. And then what looks like maybe some sort of like, in your mind, you would attach to like a fighting pit or feeding pit or something.
I'll check out the non-church building first.
Okay. All right. So we will have you start going over to that building. What would you be doing inside of the church? Would you be going up to the altar, looking around, Lucius?
Yeah, I'm just investigating the church.
Okay. All right. This is all going to start coming together here now. So, So we'll get some rolls out of the way real quick. Starting with you, Lucius, because you started walking before V did. So you're in a church. You walk in the church, and it's stone, no windows, stone. A line of pews leading up to what looks like just a big wrapped over tentacle over like a square table.
Is this like a flesh tentacle, or are we talking like it's a statue?
It's a statue. It's a statue of a tentacle.
Okay. Can I see, is there any type of writing that I can see on the statue?
On the tentacle? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's writing there.
Okay. Can I try and decipher what it says?
What languages do you speak?
Elvish and Orc.
You don't know what it says.
And is there anything else other than basically just a straight column row to that statue?
No, it's a fairly empty room. It just has pews, a tentacle statue above a table. And then there's 2 chairs on either side of the tentacle that seem to be facing towards the pews.
Like normal chairs, or like throne chairs?
Normal chairs. They're bigger chairs, but they're just normal chairs.
And other than that, I don't see anything else to really investigate.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and turn around and I'll walk back outside the church.
Okay. Now we're going over to V because this was happening shortly after. You would have probably seen him. Give me a perception check as you were coming outside and your eyes were adjusting back to the light.
You got a 17.
Yeah, so you did see that what seemed like the silhouette of the dude that you had a mean staring contest with go into like the only other building. He went inside there. Now V, when you walk inside, you're in a short hallway, door to your left, and it looks like a bar or mini kitchen straight at the end of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you see.
Open the door.
To the left.
Yeah.
It's a bedroom. There's a bed on the left and looks like a trunk on the right side of the room. It's very empty. All these, like this building, similar to the church, looks like it's very minimally, like maybe a temporary situation or very minimally put together.
It's a FEMA trailer, dude. Get on.
I'll check the chest first. Check it for traps, and then see if there's anything in it.
Give me an investigation check.
Found 3 towels.
12.
It doesn't appear to have any traps that you can see from outside, like running your fingers on stuff. Nothing feels out of place. It's definitely locked, though. You can tell.
I'll try to pick the lock.
Okay. You have thieves' tools.
Yep.
Okay. Give me the sleight of hand check.
Okay. 16.
So it's not a complicated lock. You open it fairly easy. It's unlocked.
Okay. Like kind of just lean back out of the main thing and
It blows up. No, I'm just
like with a short sword, flip it open.
you open it. Yeah, you open it and almost like flashbacks from memories. You're not fully sure. You were like scared of a fire for some reason, but nothing is burning. He has fragmented memories, so that's a real feeling. But there is a single piece of paper folded in half inside.
All right, what's the paper say?
You open it up, and it says, V, in time, your broken memories will bring you to me.
That's not concerning at all.
And at the very... Actually, give me a perception check.
Roll that, please. So 9 or 6? It's a 9. 17.
At the bottom of the paper, it seems like there's something else written, but it's in some sort of... It's not immediately visible. You don't know if there's some sort of chemical reaction that may happen or if it's magical in nature, but there's definitely something different at the bottom of the paper.
All right, can you say, is V in time what?
Your broken memories will bring you to me.
Time broken. Shh. No, you don't do that until he tells you to roll. Bring you to me. Something odd at the bottom. Got it.
I was really hoping somebody else found that note first. All right. So about this time, because it's not a long walk, it's not a huge island. You can turn the battle camera on.
All right, go back to the Go.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
All right, so I will move the camera around because this is a larger map as needed. But you guys are coming into town from down here. This leads out of town. There's a building to your left. V, you're inside that building in a room just off camera. And then Lucius, you're walking out of the temple and you see 3 people strolling into town.
As I was strolling up, as long as Guy looked like he was still doing his somersaults from time to time, I was going to try to read that note.
Yeah, you can read your note. There wasn't any traps. He confidently was walking and occasionally did a somersault for fun, but you didn't think it was in reference to any like traps or anything like that.
Yep.
So the note that you had when you open it, there's only a single sentence on it, and it looks like it was written like in a hurry because it's like half sideways, and it said this was a lie.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. As you guys come into town, you will clearly see some sort of very pale Gregory and Guy Brian, you're familiar enough to know that it's a drow. Baron, you've heard of drow, and that's kind of what you envisioned, but you've never seen one before. So it's just you see like a real weird elf.
That
Hey.
feels as uncomfortable as me.
I'm not really the battle music guy, but that crescendo happened at a perfect timing.
Sorry to email my job. So I see a guy coming out of the church.
Yep. You can
Is
give
this a? Anybody want to point it? I'm pointing at that thing. Is that a vampire or anybody else nervous?
I'm not nervous per se, but I would be cautious until we find out its intentions.
That seems like a smart move, but yeah.
Indeed. Guy, you gonna introduce us? I'm not really the introduction type.
Guy's holding his bow. He's like, "Do I know you?"
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are
I know
you?
who I am.
What's your name?
I think this is a riddle master. We might have found a clue.
No, she asked you first. Don't you know?
I don't know what's going on with this island. I'm definitely a guy, though.
Are they over here playing games with us or something?
I don't know.
God damn it, Daniel.
I'm really nervous.
You guys are definitely close enough to hear this. At least Guy Brian. He's definitely talking to himself. But when he's responding to himself, it sounds like an entirely different person. Like the entire gender, tempo, everything shifts as he's talking to himself.
Good, a tranny character. Fantastic.
I'm not sure I like this fella. By the way, the timing of that, Baron, the timing of that, you said that Guy introduced himself first, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. First come, first serve. Excuse me, sir. First come, first serve. We introduced ourselves, or rather, we asked you to introduce yourself. Seeing how there's 3 of us and 1 1/4 of you, perhaps?
That doesn't seem like fair rules. Those seem like fair rules.
A quarter? It's a whole other person. It's like they're mocking us, like they don't understand what's going on here.
No, see, that's exactly right. We have no idea what's going on, which is why we inquired what is going on.
But do I know you?
No, I have no idea who you are.
Okay, yeah, don't know him.
But
how about the other you? Do we know the other you?
Oh, good question.
Did you say your full name, Guy Brian, at any time, or did you only say Guy?
Guy.
Okay, all right, cool.
All right, Guy. Fine. If you want
He
your
does know me. Okay, Guy Brian. Yeah.
Give me a history check, Lucius.
Kind of a big deal. It's the haircut.
15.
15? Okay. You have heard rumors of a Guy Brian who you thought was definitely made up because they sounded like ridiculous tales for children about just shenanigans and stuff, and like they got passed around in the Western continent a lot where you were from because they dealt most with the Southern territory. So you've heard that name, but you always thought it was like a ha ha ha, like the Fonz, like not a real character.
These are the stories that we used to tell Lena when she was young. Remember?
You guys hear that? I told you I was famous this whole time.
Guy, I never doubted you for a moment.
I would
Maybe
like
a little bit before we got to Tortuga.
I would like to only speak to Guy Brian.
I can understand that request.
I feel that's kind of rude, you know?
You
Greg?
definitely hear voices outside as well, so you can watch or come out, but they're speaking loud enough across to each other that you will have heard them.
Guy Brian has put his bow away. He is flattered. He's happy.
Is there a window where I can try to see them before they see me?
You can try to peek out from the door without like fully stepping out. It's bright outside, dark in the thing, so you can try to stay in the. That's fine. Give me a stealth check.
I can't wait to meet V.
That didn't work. 10.
10?
Yes.
Does anybody have a passive perception higher than 10?
I think we all do.
So you guys all notice the shadows shift from the door frame to the left, and somebody is for sure spying on you.
I'm
guys
gonna
know that
sneak
guy?
over to Baron and say, I think that this fella is trying to ambush us.
Guy Bryan is completely ignorant to this conversation and is flattered and talking to that guy. And he's like, "Do you know that guy too?" Sorry,
I
not guy.
think you're right.
You know that person?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right, bud. Okay.
And I'm pointing at him now.
You got eyes? You got eyes on the sneaky one?
I do.
I saw.
Okay. I'm about to cloud this fucker, the one in front of us, in gas. You lock down the sneaky one. You ready?
Say the word.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you hear them. They're well. Yeah, you're right next to them, so you'll
We're
hear
gonna-
them conniving.
We're gonna go.
Will you
We're
guys
gonna go on.
calm
We're gonna
down?
go on Fargo. Fargo! And I cast fog cloud.
Okay, where do you cast fog cloud?
Right around where the multi-personality person is.
Guy Bryan wants to just walk slowly up there, and as I'm walking back, I really don't know what they're doing, but it's super nice to meet you.
I'm gonna cast temporal stasis. And not cast. I'm gonna use temporal stasis
What's
on the
the
shadow.
what's the radius on the cloud?
20-foot radius. I wanna keep Guy Bryan out of it.
Is there? I'll read the spell. I don't know if there's anything that.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a strong wind, such as whatever, disperses it using. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so,
it's just
so there's nothing that would stop her from walking into it if he wanted to.
no. Yeah, if she wants to.
Oh no! If it's right in front of me, I'm just gonna go to the edge and be like, "I really don't know why they're doing this, but it's super cool to meet you."
I need to know because this is gonna get important. Are Gregory and Baron operating on the assumption that this is a threat and this is a potential fight?
Yes. That this guy is
I
trying
need-
to ambush us.
I need initiatives.
You got it.
Nice.
Everyone,
I'm gonna use a lucky to re-roll that.
This is gonna get very interesting, by the way.
I roll, but I'm gonna use my skill Dark One's Own Luck. It lets me add 1d10 to my
I got you.
roll.
Just give me 1 second.
Oh, dude, can we get a team wipe on the first encounter?
You might. You might. There are threats abound.
does
So
Rat Guy get his own initiative?
my initiative's gonna be
No,
60.
Rat Guy goes immediately after your turn.
Okay.
Because it's like a familiar, just immediately after yours. Shares your initiative order. Okay, so hang on, I have to roll my own dice.
What you do?
Yep.
Something else.
Oh, after I-
stealth check.
All right. So
Well, that was
easy.
and the smoke that's
Yes.
around me. Is it like a wall, or is it legitimately just?
You're
smoke?
in a cloud. You're in a
Okay.
cloud. Okay.
Yeah, your vision is obscured.
Okay, so Greg, Lucius, Guy,
Guy rolled a 7.
Baron. 1 sec, I gotta write it out. Am I forgetting somebody? V. Okay. All right. So, Greg, what was yours?
23.
23. Lucius,
16.
Guy,
7.
Baron.
Also 7.
Who has the higher dexterity?
I'm gonna
Probably
guess
me.
Guy.
Yeah, definitely Danielle.
Plus 6. What, total 16? Something like that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's all I need to know. Okay.
17, my bad.
Danielle, it's even harder to call you he after you grew your hair out. You know what I mean?
What's yours?
21.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oof.
Oh,
That gives me one of those Spider-Man situations. Like, who are you? Who are you?
yeah.
And then everyone can still hear me through the smoke because I want to say one last thing to Guy Brian.
Yeah, we can all hear you. You just can't see, and we can't see
Yeah.
you. You're just in a cloud. That's all. There's no damage happening to you. There's just a
So-
big fog that's.
The last thing I say to Guy Brian is, Brian, because of your legends that I've heard, I'll grant you this one kindness. Call down your men, or I'll rain down fire and hell upon all of you.
all that came out was Guy Brian, due to your legend, and then the cloud erupted because that's way too long for you to have gotten.
It's like,
So
okay,
yeah, so like you started to get that out, then the cloud hit you, and you realize like, oh, all right, what the fuck?
you'll probably have to use your turn to finish saying it.
If you wanna, yeah, if
I
you wanna,
really like how this is going.
just wait.
I really like how this is going.
Oh, just wait. All right. Sorry, I had to write down my own things. Okay, so how far over here can you guys see? Okay, not that far. Okay, so
I've come up with some really good legends on what Guy Brian did.
what level did you cast your spell at?
Me, it's not a spell. It's just an ability.
No, the
Baron.
no, Baron.
Actually, it's doubled up, so I guess I'll just do it at level 1. The way I have to rebuild my character. One of them I got.
So it's a level 1 spell.
Somehow I have fog cloud from 2 different sources, so I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, one of them's for your feet, like I was telling you earlier. I just clicked
Right,
it. I didn't know
yeah.
what it was.
So I gotta, yeah. So we'll just do it at level 1. That's fine.
Okay, so you watch as this spell fizzles away, and you see a dude in robes stepping out from over here. He looks very confused why you guys are here, and you see him just staring. He gets rid of the spell, and he's seeing how many, like he's scanning what's going on. But that's
Why you do this? I want a meta so bad.
and then this dude. So then, from behind this, pops out a person who looks very similar to the dude who was hiding behind the tree.
Don't like him at all.
And he has a crossbow in his hand, and he shoots at Guy Brian.
Do I see him?
Yeah, you can see him. He stepped out to take the shot. 19 to hit.
It hits. And I'm going to use my reaction to half the damage.
Okay.
Gonna have to go.
You take... Oh, hang on.
Uncanny dodge.
You take 3 damage as this bolt comes towards you, and you kind of lean, and it just grazes the top part of your shoulder.
Now I'm really angry.
Greg,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Fuck. I want a meta.
Now, please, Zan.
You guys set this up so interestingly.
Did I see the guy with robes show up?
You saw this guy show up, yes. He stepped clearly out to be able to see everybody and dispel that spell.
All right. And the only thing I saw from that building was just sort of the shadows moving, right?
From this one? Yeah,
Yeah.
you just saw that, like
was
the
somebody in
silhouette
there.
of
Yeah,
somebody. Yeah, you saw the silhouette of somebody on the light in the shadow.
Let's see. Okay. I am going to run map position northeast 15 feet.
Like over here
That's
or over
west
here?
for me. Yeah, that way.
15 feet. You want to go over to 15 feet from where you were, or 15 feet total?
Yeah.
Sorry, I phrased that poorly. 15 feet from him, or from, because you have to go around him, so it'd be 20 feet to get to 15 feet from the road, but 15 feet from where you are is only 10 feet off the road.
Okay, hang on 1 second. 10, 15,
Here,
20.
plug it in. My
Yeah,
phone's
I'm in
close.
range. All right.
No, you don't need it.
As I'm running by Baron, I say, "New plan. Deal with the one in the shadows." And then I am going to cast momentary stasis on the clouded dude, and he needs to.
The previously clouded dude, or the dude who
not the
just
clouded
spelled
dude,
it? The rogue dude.
the robed individual. Yes,
Gotcha.
he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Did we get his name, by the way?
18. That's with +0.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use Chronal Shift and make him re-roll that.
Nice.
5.
Yes. He does not get to go until his next turn.
You mean so he skips a turn? Like he can't take any reactions or anything, or he
Alright,
skips.
So,
a turn?
unless the saving throw is a success, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of my next turn, or
Okay.
until the creature takes any damage. While encased
So,
this
yeah.
way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Till the end of your next turn.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Cool. And that is this guy. So let me get a status ring, because I finally have these.
Did we get? I
Strongest
can't remember. Did we get Thomas's name? Did he introduce himself?
No, you guys
no.
were like talking, and then
Yeah, because I was in the middle of talking to Guy Brian.
you want
They were
black?
having a conversation and then you melded them.
You want black or blue? For the magic attached to the color of the stasis.
Blue, please. And as it's going up, I just
You
say,
were in
I'm
the middle
tapping
of
my
talking.
crystal timepiece, and I tap it once, it opens up, and I say, time out, and point it in.
I love the southern button draws. They're awesome. All right, is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
V, it is your turn.
Okay. Before all this started, when I peeked out, did I recognize anyone?
You're gonna have to give me a history check, drawing on your fractured memories.
Okay. That one.
You don't recognize. You're not even sure if they're fucking like actually people. Some of them have pointy ears.
All right. So I looked out. I saw one guy get shot. The other guy cast a couple spells.
You saw these guys were talking, and then a spell got cast. Another spell got cast. You didn't see where the arrow came from. You saw some magic, dispel, arrow.
All right. And there's no windows in this building, right? Just the door.
Where you're currently at, yeah, there's no window. It's a door into a hallway. You're in a hallway.
Was there a door in the other room? Or a window, sorry. Was there a window in the other room that I went in?
Give me actually. You're in the middle of combat, so you can try to recall if there was a window in that other room with everything else going on, but it's going to cost your bonus action.
That's fine.
Okay, so use your bonus action. And no, there's not a window.
Okay. That's fine.
It wasn't something you specifically looked for. You went in, saw the bed,
yeah.
saw the chest. So,
Honestly,
but to the best of your ability, there's not one.
V's gonna back up into that the bar area.
What's your movement speed?
30.
So you getting around the corner?
Well, assuming there's no one in there, yeah, he's gonna kind of get
You don't.
around the corner and look at where he can still kind of get a peek at the front door to see if anyone comes in the building.
Okay, you're in partial cover then, so you can look at the front door. You don't see anybody around you.
All right, he is going to.
What was your passive perception?
My passive perception is an 18.
No, yeah, you don't see anybody.
Okay, he's going to knock an arrow, and if anybody comes into his sight, he's holding the action to fire a warning shot.
Okay, all right. So if somebody swings the door open, you want to. So if somebody comes in, you want to shoot like the door frame and say stop or halt.
Yeah, or if anyone pops out from an entrance he hasn't seen already, like if he hears anyone around him, anything.
I
like
got
that.
you. You're holding your action. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Lucius. So you saw they were talking to you. Smoke popped up. Then you saw a robe dude who just appeared after the smoke disappeared. He wasn't there. Smoke disappeared. Now he's there. And then you saw a little dude step out from your right and shoot at the people you were just talking to.
Right.
Because you just so you understand, when Adam's talking about meta, that's like when you're operating on knowledge that you have that your character doesn't. So the conversation between Gregory and Baron when they were whispering to each other, you didn't hear that.
Right. All I know is that smoke came down. But the only thing I do know, my character, is that I was having a conversation with Brian, and I know where that arrow came from, right?
You know that guy shot at Guy Brian, yes.
He would have seen Baron cast the spell, right?
He was actively engaged in a conversation with Guy Brian, and they were behind.
Also
Guy
clouded
Brian.
by smoke.
No, that would have happened
No.
after. He's talking about the magic.
casting spell.
Oh, gotcha.
But you guys were you guys were speaking discreetly. He was engaged in conversation, so and I don't think he has the passive perception to pick up on that with everything else going on.
Right. One other quick question: each one of the squares on the map, how many feet does that represent?
5 feet.
5.
Okay, cool. How many feet are you allowed to move?
You should have a thing that says movement speed.
Oh, walking speed.
Yeah, movement
Right
speed.
next to your proficiency bonus.
30. Yeah, so you can move 30 feet per turn.
Okay. And if I use the full 30, like that's
You're out of. You can't move anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna move actually closer towards Guy Brian, probably about 15 feet or so. And then I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at the guy who shot at Guy Brian.
That guy?
Yep.
All right. Do it.
And then hit die, we get a 14.
14 hits.
All right. And then I got
the 2 beams. You don't have to roll for each beam on Eldritch Blast. You just don't forget you have damage from 2.
Yeah.
So I have to roll for both or don't roll for both?
No, you just has 2 when you cast Eldritch Blast, there's 2 beams that come out of it.
Okay, then I'm gonna fire. I got 6 damage, and I'm firing them both at him.
So 6 total damage or 6 apiece.
I think it's because it says
You clicked on the damage button next to it when you cast the spell and it let it automatically add it. Okay, so it's 6 total.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oof.
It douche into him, and the recoil on him. He seems like he's not.
Hold up. I was wrong. I thought it just says +3, and I thought that was the second beam. It's not. I guess it's just an extra damage multiplier. So I got 6 on the first blast, 5 on the second.
Okay, and then +3. So 6 + 5 + 3 is 14.
Well, that's total. So 6 damage on the first blast, 5 damage on the second blast. That's the total damage.
That's with your modifier. Okay.
Yeah, with the modifier. Yes.
So 11 total damage.
11
Yeah.
total damage.
All
That's
right.
much better. I was going to be
Yeah.
disappointed.
All right. So it slaps into him, and it looks like it did some damage to him. He's coughing up blood, and he's holding up his crossbow. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have anything else to do.
You can talk for 6 seconds, or not.
Up
6 seconds,
next,
but briefly.
you guys see come out from over here.
Fuck.
A dude wearing the same robes as this guy. And he casts
Fireball.
right? Not quite fireball, but something good.
Is he casting a spell?
Yes.
Counter spell.
Okay.
Didn't you use
Nice.
your reaction to chrono shift?
Ooh, hang on. Ricky might be right. Stand by.
Let me know.
It is a reaction. Chronal shift is a reaction.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna take a shot to the.
Yeah, I figured it was like silvery barbs.
I need everybody to, except for V, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, you're gonna kill Rat Guy again.
First with fire, then with ice.
Wait, and you said counterspell doesn't work in this scenario?
No.
No.
He can't cast it because
I already
he
used my
already used his reaction.
Oh,
You
so
could.
if I had a reaction, so I could use counterspell.
Yeah, if you wanted to use one of your spell slots on counterspell to counterspell that guy, you could do it.
I'm gonna cast counterspell because I still have a reaction left.
Yes.
Okay, so, and you're a warlock.
2 counter spellers. What?
What
Yeah.
spell? What level does it say your spells are at? Is it third?
Let me double check.
Should be.
Level
On your
3.
spell list, it should say
Yep.
like.
Yeah, level. It's a level 3 spell.
Alright, so let's see.
So I cast that.
Okay, so.
I can't. Did it only let me use
Third level or lower. Okay, all right.
Information question real quick for y'all. So if I cast a level 3 spell, is that you? I can't use. Oh, never mind. I'm retarded. I just.
You just use a spell slot.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you use the spell slot.
I
Okay,
just
so
accidentally
you guys see this jagged blue icy energy coming in his hand, and he like goes to throw his hand out, and then he's shocked as Lucius lifts up his hands, saying he wasn't done talking, and makes the spell fizzle out of his hand.
Can I hear that in Lucius' voice, please?
Yeah, please, God, yes.
I wasn't finished speaking to Brian, and I cast my counter spell.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Hey Charles, fun
Yes.
fact: with the new rules, counterspell is a Constitution save. It's not competing dice anymore.
All right.
Interesting.
Maybe we need to determine are we playing new rules or not.
No, we're not.
No.
Lovely.
I already said that.
All right, cool.
This
I
game
missed
was
that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're
Lovely.
good. This game was founded in 5e, so it's gonna run its course in 5e.
Air power.
All right. So then,
Another clothed, robed guy pops out.
no,
Yeah.
you notice from the corner of your eye a very big, brawny dude comes running out. It looks like he was like potentially asleep and is late to the party. He's got like sleep in his eyes. He's drooling a little bit. He's just like, "Rah, rah, rah."
Yeah, say like shoot an arrow right. Like, oh, I have no beef with you. Or
He looks at you, looks at the arrow, and just goes, "Ah!" And he runs at.
he's a Murloc. I'm
No.
confused.
Yep.
No, that'd be like, yeah, that would sound more like that. I wrote his health wrong. Okay. He runs at you, and he's going to take 3 attacks against you.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, I lied to you. No, I didn't. He takes 3 attacks against you.
I meant to say 4. No.
No. The way it was split up, it was melee or ranged, and I was like, oh, is it? But it's 3 melee.
Okay.
He
First
takes
one's
3 attacks.
plus 7. Does 11 hit?
No.
Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Does 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so you have 1 hit.
AC is 15.
Lucky.
That was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
You take 14 slashing damage as this sword comes bearing down across you.
Jesus.
That was a good roll. That's his turn. Guy Bryan, your turn.
Is there anywhere within 30 feet of me that I can hide?
Not that isn't currently occupied.
God damn it. Okay.
You could try to hide behind this little barrier or over behind the elevation they were hiding in. But
What's this black thing at the base? Like,
that's the bottom of my tripod.
oh.
This is a really big map. It takes the whole table.
Is there a window on that building
Which one?
to the left of me?
No.
You'd suck. Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm going to shoot one of my bone bows charged with scurvy at that wizard that just is down by the crevice. Yeah.
Okay. Shoot it.
For the attack roll. Let's see. I'm going to use one of my lucks because that was fucking awful. It's a nat 20. That's the luck I've used.
Nice.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we need.
Then-
It's too bad sneak attack's not on that bitch.
I know. I tried. And I have the bone bow as 2d6 plus 1, so
So 2d6 doubled plus 1
plus 1
whatever.
doesn't get doubled. Okay.
Just the dice rolls get doubled.
23 scurvy damage.
So this smacks into him, and the initial arrow hits in his chest, and then it's like the scurvy eats away at the wound as the arrow falls further into him, and he is hacking shit up. He looks like not great.
And then I want to send Rat Guy to start going to the edge of the building closest to us to start trying to hide and head towards where the other guy's at hiding. I tell him to go up the line of the building. Yeah.
Okay, I need a stealth check from Rat Guy.
He just has his own stats, right? Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
show mine.
yeah, you go based off of a rat.
It just plus his dexterity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a plus 0. So
Well,
just
it
roll.
doesn't matter because he's in a mood and it's 16.
I need you to roll it at disadvantage because he's wearing
Oh.
heavy armor.
All right.
Heavy rat armor.
Well,
Thanks
now
to
it's 10.
Melvin.
So he like looks at you and knows exactly what to do, and he like starts like "Dun-dun-dun," and the sun is very obviously glinting off of him, and everybody sees his shiny metal slowly moving
He's
over
got
towards
20
this
feet of
building.
No, they don't.
Gregory, if you could slow time so everybody could give him a really slow clap, that would be fantastic.
Not yet.
Baron, your turn.
All right. Apologize here, but it's hard for me to determine who is the enemy. I understand. The guys that showed up in the robes. Can you point them out for me?
Okay,
The two
so
red things.
this is the easiest way. The white one is Adam. The blue one is Guy. You're the yellow one. The dark one is V, and the light one is what's his name?
Lucius.
Lucius. The two red ones are robed people, and this dude looks like the spy from earlier.
I just realized that Adam left his name as Luscious.
I will try to make sure as I'm going. Most of the time, the bad
just did
guys will be
too.
very different colors from you.
Yeah, my color blindness is fucking me here. But all right. The two guys in the robed. All right.
Robed.
Just want to see if this will land on them. So we've got 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we've got tidal wave. 30 feet long and up to 10 feet wide. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. I'd like to move. I'm going to cast a tidal wave on both the robe guys.
Okay. Where do you want to move?
But I'd like to hit both of them without hitting anybody. So like down to the right. It's a 30 foot wide, and yeah, it goes 60 feet.
It's 30 feet long.
Oh, 30 feet long, rather. 10 feet wide.
Well, it's 10 feet wide.
So you conjure a wave of water that crushes an area that can be up to 30 feet long. It's 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall. So if you were trying to hit both of them, that's not going to be possible because of the... Well, no. It's not that steep. How tall is the wave?
10 feet.
10 feet.
No. Yeah, it wouldn't be possible. That's more than 10 feet, so it'd crash into the... So you could try to do that like on him or on him, but in order for you to line them up, the land mass is in the way.
All right, don't worry about that then. We'll do
Resource economy. Just smack his ass.
well, that's the thing. The way I built this guy, there's not a whole lot of smacking going around. We're gonna cast hold person on the guy closest to us.
This dude?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. What's the save he needs to throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. What's the DC?
Wisdom.
He rolled a 12.
I think he's
Not gonna make it.
Yeah, I think Richard's DC should be a 13 or 14.
Which one is it?
Hold on. Where do I check?
Richard, above your spell
It'll be-
list, it
yeah,
says
it-
modifier, spell attack, save DC.
Okay. Well.
Click spells.
Oh yeah, I got you. Save DC 15.
Okay, yeah, he fails. So you look at him, and very similarly to how he froze up without the shifting sort of magic around him, his body just stops moving.
Excellent.
Paralyzed.
All right. That's a C. So shit. All right, and then I'm gonna move closer to. I'm just gonna move down like maybe 10 feet.
This way or this
Yeah,
way?
yeah. The other way. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, 10, 15 feet. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget your condition ring.
Oh, that's right. What color? Actually, you're nature's, right? So you want green? Or do you want...
Honestly, the way I'm looking at this fucking screen right now, it doesn't matter. Everything looks like the same color.
Yeah, is it a yellow light bulb? Everything just seems yellowed out.
Here, let me
It's a
try
yellow
this.
map.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I guess
it's a yellow map that you draw on.
It's a Gucci Mane map.
Is that any better?
Actually, that's a lot
I-
better. Cover the reflection.
I'm sure it looked great on the computer. It's just mobile.
Alright. That's less oppressive for my eyes in the room, so if you guys are good with that, I'm good with that. I guess now the sun's setting.
Hold person. First level.
You're right.
All right, is that your
I'm
turn?
gonna use it.
Back up to shoot a guy.
Can I use? Okay, so I can use a bonus action for healing word Is anybody super fucked up? Did I see that? I know somebody got hit hard.
You can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
But also, I'm not
right.
gonna have side conversation of who may be hurt in the middle of combat. Like,
Yeah, right. All right, fair enough. Whatever.
maybe pay
All right,
attention.
that's the end of my turn.
All right. So it goes back at the top of the round. This dude just stands there twitching in this like time. It's like his hand's trying to go forward and then it moves back.
Cool.
This dude takes out his bow and he shoots at the dude who just attacked him and took shit out of his lungs. Lucius, he's taking 2 attacks at you.
Gotcha.
Or, I'm sorry, he's taking 1 crossbow shot at you. Oh no, my dice. Oh yes, my dice. That's a nat 20, and I'm counting it. I don't care that it went on the floor.
How far is he away from me? Can I count it real quick?
You still don't have a reaction.
No, we're top of the round.
Yeah, but his
no,
turn
but it's
hasn't
not
come
my
yet.
turn yet.
Oh, camera down.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That was almost rough.
I caught it. Okay. How does it look better now?
It actually does.
It really does.
The light was reflecting off of it. There's a really
No,
bad-
it's like the angle is higher somehow. I think I closed it more accidentally. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
I don't have the range anyway. I don't have the reaction. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So nat 20. 1 d6 plus 2. You take 14 piercing damage as this bolt shoots directly into the middle of your back.
Is there anything when it comes to difference between some of those damages? Does it make a significant difference to my health?
If you have,
Do you have any
resistances
do you have
or
any
vulnerabilities.
resistances?
Where would that? What tab would that be under?
It'd be in the middle, like next to your AC. It'd say like resistance.
Oh, like
Resistances?
defense things.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah, no, I only have magical sleep.
Yeah, so you take 14 piercing damage as this bolt launches into your back.
Gotcha.
Gregory, your turn.
Time in, and I'm gonna throw a ray of frost at the guy there.
And this dude comes out of you. All right. Hit that ray of frost.
Oh, very good. It's like 20.
It hits.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes. He takes 16 points of damage, and his movement
Nice.
speed is removed. Double 8s on that bad boy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It hits him in the same way the ice spread across the other dude spreads across him. His movements just seem sluggish.
The fact that he doesn't go down worries me slightly, so I'm going to take 12 feet south movement to see if I can position myself between this other robed figure and my new friend.
So like right here.
Just right. I want to be put a line between me and Baron and the robed figure, the one that's currently in hold person. Yeah.
Okay, like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not cowering behind him.
I'm just standing nearby. V, your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. V drops his bows, draws his swords, and swings twice.
Do it.
Swing, bada,
First
bada.
one is a what's the plus on it? First one is a 17.
That just hits.
Okay. Bonus action ensnaring strike. I need a strength saving throw from him, please. DC 13.
I bet he's gonna be good at that.
He's pretty He's pretty good at that. Plus 23.
Okay. Yeah, he passes.
He's a big dude. He's a big guy.
Oh, is he?
I'm
Okay.
getting barbarian vibes.
He's a big guy. Not quite a barbarian, but he's a big guy.
Okay. And then gonna try to hit him again.
Does he take damage from the first?
He does. I was just gonna roll all the damage at the
The
same
total?
time. That's
Okay.
not one, so it misses.
Okay. You said it was a nat one?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Are you dual wielding?
No, this was
So
just
you-
the attack normal because
So
it's
you
a
just
bonus
have-
action to cast a spell, so just the double hit.
Okay. So you give me the damage for the first one.
9 slashing. No, 9 piercing damage.
So you slash him and it feels good, and then you take a step to really drive it in, forgetting you dropped your bow, and you roll your ankle on it, and you fall prone.
Right next to him, or like fall back.
No, right next to him. You tripped over your bow you dropped.
Awesome.
Oof. Embarrassing.
The first attack hit him. All right. Is that your turn?
You. Yeah, I haven't moved yet. I just stand back up.
As I say, you
I'm
could
not
just
moving,
stand
right?
up. Yeah.
Oof.
And
You're
you still,
embarrassed with that. You shake your shit off.
you
That's
still have
good.
your. You're like. Thank God nobody else is in here.
Well, this guy's here, but only one of
He's
us
gonna-
is making out of here.
Yeah, he's gonna die. You still have half your movement speed if you so choose, but obviously he would get the attack opportunity.
I'm going to move around him so I'm closer to the front door, but not leave
Stay with
his
the
range.
melee range. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Just touching his balls the whole way around.
Just sidestep.
just a little sidestep.
All right.
I'll give you ass or crotch.
Lucius, your turn.
I'm gonna retreat more, basically like 1 or 2 blocks to the left of Guy Bryan. That should be about, and on the left, on the other side of, yeah, there you go. That should be about 25.
It's 20
right?
feet. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
20
20
feet.
You want 25, it'll be slightly behind him.
I
Yeah,
forgot
slightly
about
behind.
that.
That works. And then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead to the same guy I attacked before in the top left corner. It should be within 60 feet, right?
Yeah, it's within 60.
And then that
That's a
one,
wisdom saving throw.
yeah, it'll be a Wisdom saving throw. But if they've taken any damage, it's 2d12s.
Nice.
There we
Hell
go.
yeah.
There we go. And does it get a modifier? No. Okay, so just 2 straight rolls. Oh, first my hit roll, my bad.
What's the DC?
Oh, my bad. Hit has to be above 14.
Wisdom plus 2, 18.
Ooh.
So does not hit.
Does it miss entirely, or does it do less
It's a
damage?
cantrip. So
Yes,
yeah,
every-
it's-
Oh yeah, it misses.
It
Yep.
misses completely. Yep.
All right. You doing anything else?
I don't think I have anything else to.
Well, there's got to be at least one more useless thing you can do.
No, my only bonus action is 2. If for some reason my only bonus action is 2 weapon fighting, which I don't know why the fuck that would help me as a warlock.
All right. So that's your turn. Next up,
Moving
this
blade. Later
this
on.
other dude just still stands there.
nice.
All right. And then it cuts to inside, and this dude, with like a slight chuckle, seeing you stand up and go towards the door, is like, and he just swings again. He's just like an onslaught coming. 3 attacks are coming.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Yep.
15?
Just hits.
Plus 17. It's gonna hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 21 slashing damage from the 3 attacks.
Okay.
Jiminy, dude.
Guy Bryan. Your turn.
Everyone's taking all my good hiding spots. It's actually pretty rude.
Just hit something.
I'm gonna shoot that warlock I've been firing at again. Just regular shot from my bone bow.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot it.
17.
He's
hit?
paralyzed, right? Should be advantage.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, so roll for a crit.
I didn't get a crit, but if 17 didn't hit, now it's dirty 20.
Yeah, no, it hits.
That is lackluster. That is for 6 regular damage.
God dang it.
He is standing, but he doesn't look great.
I'm gonna start moving in towards that rock so I have cover from the other wizard red dude.
You want to go like here? Like right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Next up is Baron.
Oh, sorry, Baron.
To the guy that I have hold person on, I already rolled this before I came upstairs. It's a 20 to hit. I'm doing, is it cold touch or freezing touch or whatever?
Cold touch.
You're not just gonna walk up and punch him?
Yeah, cold touch. I don't want to risk embarrassing myself.
Oh, it's a touch spell though, right?
It's a cantrip anyway.
It's a
Yeah,
cantrip, and you have to be within melee distance.
Actually, I don't
Yes.
know if you do.
I believe that means it's a critical because he's
Okay.
paralyzed.
Oh,
Let's see.
Good call.
Chill touch. That's what I was looking for. Chill touch.
And that guy still has scurvy.
If any attack that hits the creature, it doesn't say melee attack. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Oh, yep. It says any.
Richard read the spell wrong. It's called
I don't know how to critical that.
It's called chill touch. It's not a touch spell. It's a ranged attack.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the damage?
Well, no, hold on. Son of a bitch.
What's the
It
cantrip?
is
you
a,
got?
I'll go
it is a
downstairs.
ranged spell attack.
It summons like a ghostly cold hand.
Oh yeah, it goes on your shoulder and like scares you. And then,
No,
like,
it-
I gotta be really careful about going downstairs quickly these days. There, let's see.
What, like you learned your lesson or something?
You'd think, right? Okay, so it was 8 plus 7 chill touch damage. So chill touch tells me channeling the chill of the grave, melee spell attack against a target within reach. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 necrotic damage and it can't regain hit points until the end of your next turn.
What's the name
Where
of the
is
spell?
it?
So
doing
I don't know what
melee?
your
Yeah, let me look it up.
It's called chill-
look.
chill touch.
Create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack. Where
No.
have you seen the word melee?
Chill touch. Necromancy cantrip.
Yeah, I'm looking at chill touch, cantrip, necromancy, 1 action, 120 feet range. The spell, space of a creature within range. Visual and somatic, 1 round, sorcerer, warlock, wizard. You
Oh,
create a ghostly
no.
skeleton
Hey,
hand in the space
I
of
figured out the
a
problem.
creature within range. Make a
He's looking
ranged
at the new
spell
rule.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not using new rules.
Oh.
Look at the new spell.
What the fuck? Well, then how the fuck am I gonna know what my spells are, dude?
Spend your time.
He can also click. There's a thing to click it into the legacy ones.
All right, tell me where that is.
Ricky's gonna have to tell you where that is.
Yeah, I'll help you with it after.
But either way, just give me the damage.
Or just roll a
I
fucking
was
attack
8
on him. Roll
It was
right
8
up to him
8
and hit him.
Yeah,
You could
Liter-
just go up
Yeah,
and
all right.
crit.
Because it's a
Are you
crit. He's
Are
paralyzed.
you gonna go
I'm gonna
punch him?
smack him with my dick.
You don't have
All
Shalila?
right, quarterstaff.
Shillelagh?
Yeah, every
there we go.
druid should have Shalila.
Shillelagh.
18 to hit.
That hits.
It's a crit. Double it.
It doesn't matter.
Kill him.
4.
Just, yeah.
4
died.
with the crit.
Okay, so you go up to him and he's frozen in place, and you like really line up. You're like, I can do this, and you punch him right in the nose, and his head kind of leans back, and you're like, shit, that doesn't look like it did much, and then he just crumples, dead.
Kind of give a shrug to the rest of the party, like I guess I'm more powerful than I thought I was. Okay.
All right, that was your turn.
I'm arresting myself.
He should be moved a little bit. Like
Uh,
he should be in melee distance to that guy that just fell.
Oh yeah, my bad. Because
all
he
good.
punched him.
I
I thought we
just-
were doing the.
I'm
the kill
anticipating.
touch still.
I'm anticipating some AoE coming shortly.
It is top of the round.
Hold on, I didn't. Yeah, one, two. It's only one other guy. I'm gonna scoot back behind that rock. 10 feet to the left, or to the right, rather, to my right. Yeah, just behind the rock. Yeah, that one.
What's in the
What's your total? What's your total movement speed?
35.
So like right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Top of the round. This dude comes over.
He just kills the vibe.
No, he chills the vibe.
Ricky, you just fucking killed the vibe.
I need Guy, Brian, Gregory,
Tap into
and
watch counterspell.
okay.
Yes.
So do you see the same ice coming, and you immediately know that it's bad, and he goes to throw it out, and it crumples out of his hand. Under his turn.
That's so bad.
It's not time for that.
This dude. Let me see something. Seems to disappear behind this wall.
Wait,
And then
did he disappear or did he like step behind the wall?
Charles.
It looks like he like stepped behind the wall, but he was walking backwards, so it like seemed weird. Yes.
Charles, for the second round for me, Rat Guy would have made it another 20 feet towards that wall.
Who's at the wall then?
Well, he's going towards where that guy was shooting from. I wanted him to start heading towards the barrier.
Okay, he's almost there then. Okay. 2 hits. Does plus. Plus 4. Does 16 hit Gregory?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Yeah. You take.
I think this dude just sneak attacks me, guys.
That's so fucking rude.
You take 14 piercing damage as a bolt just seems to come out of nowhere and sink right into your shoulder.
Ow.
I like to imagine there's no other sound, just ow.
You don't even hear the bolt. It's just like, ow. Gregory, it's your turn. He would have. Now you can see.
So I did see that cheese dick come around.
Yeah. After he shot the bolt, he stepped forward to shoot the bolt out of the shadows to line the shot up, and you can see him again.
Okay. Shit. I have to think about this. Oh. We don't need to retcon it, but for next time, if he's attacking me, he has to do so with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, cloak of displacement.
Cloak of displacement. I
Yeah,
forgot
you're
about
gonna have to remind me of
it.
that.
Yeah, I know, it's my fault.
I might put a condition ring around you as a visual reminder.
Don't worry, I'll remember.
Okay.
Okay. Do it as blue and white, because like if he's Jewish, that they dodge everything.
Okay, so I am going to. Shit. Let me make sure what Misty Step.
Bonus action, 30 feet.
Do I have to see it, or just?
It's
yeah,
a
that you can
point
see.
that
Okay.
you can see in range.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so I want to Misty Step 30 feet towards the guy that just shot me, but I would like to be 10 feet away from him. At least. Well, yeah, okay, sorry. I'm the wrong guy. That's what I got, huh?
My bad. That's what you got.
You still have your
Okay.
walking movement.
That's
speed.
much better.
Yeah.
That shit hurt, and I'm gonna fire a ray of frost at the guy that shot me.
Do it.
Excellent.
That's 20 something.
That hits.
Come on, big whammies, big whammies, big whammies. Not bad. 8 damage.
It smacks into his chest. Very familiarly, the ice jags across him. He has very labored breathing. He's reminding you of the dude by the tree when he decided to run away. All right. Is that your turn?
No.
Okay. Let's see
Hang
it.
on. I gotta move still. Yeah, I'm just gonna charge as hard and as fast as I can towards him with the meanest face that I can, and just stand right in front of his ass and mean mug him. Yep, that's me.
Mom just texted me asking if I'm watching the
Do me a
Trump radio.
favor. Roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Because I like out of the box thinking, and I will do everything I can do to encourage it.
I appreciate it. Not this time. So -1. It's -1. It's gonna be 5.
Yeah. So you remember
Bam!
you remember Guy Bryan so expertly finding that dude and running to him and throwing dirt before yelling at him. So you do your best to go up and you make it up there, but then it dawns on you that you forgot the dirt. So you just went.
Shit! Throw a book at him.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
V, your turn.
Yeah, V's not having a whole lot of fun. So you see him. You see him. He just whispers something, and shadows envelop his body. He strikes out at the guy with advantage. He casts Zephyr Strike.
Yep.
He is straight up not having.
23.
It hits.
All right, so he gets an extra 1d8 force damage and a 1d6.
Isn't your movement speed like retarded or something now?
Yeah, it doubles my movement speed.
Yeah.
And he can.
Oh no, it increases by 30 feet.
Yeah, and you. Yeah.
So he takes 6 plus. He takes 11 damage.
Okay.
V's gonna. I'm sorry, and V's gonna hit him again, but this one's
Do it.
not with advantage, just a regular hit. That's gonna miss. And then he's gonna scoop up his bow with his offhand. So it's like he's not trying to fight her. He just like literally grabs his bow off the ground. So he's got his bow and his sword. And he's just kind of like, and he's gonna skedaddle.
How
out
far are
the
you
front
running?
Door and take a right turn and go south. And he's got 60 feet of movement. He's skedaddling.
You doing all 60?
Yep, I think so. How far?
Get the fuck out!
I can't see the bottom. Is there?
You're right at the edge of that building.
Can he get around the corner or no?
No, you still technically have 5 feet to make it past the end of the building.
Okay. So yeah, that's where he is. He's got like he's awkwardly holding his bow and his short sword in his offhand, and then he has his regular sword in his main hand.
All right. Is that your turn?
Bonus action, movement. Yeah.
Lucius, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and move closer to Brian, 4 blocks closer to Brian, and then 1 down.
Oh, sorry. Really quick, just as he runs out. Not fun in there.
Away from the enemy, Charles. Away from the enemy. There you go. And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the robed member.
Do it. It's also probably a good decision.
Does a 25.
That hits. Tell me
And
the
then
damage.
We got 7 plus 5, so 12.
They smack into either side of his shoulder, and he hunches over in pain, holding himself, looking at you. It looks like he's barely holding on.
Does commanding a familiar to attack count as a bonus action?
Your familiar shares you, so it shares your initiative turn. Your familiar can do something immediately after your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to command it, don't you?
Yes, but it costs a bonus action to command your familiar to do something.
Yeah, that was his question.
Yeah. So if you have a bonus action, you can be like, "Hey, hit him."
Trying to see. Melee +4 to hit.
Use your claws.
I kind of want to send Loki to go attack.
Yeah,
Do it.
great idea.
It specifically says a familiar can't attack.
What?
On
I
the
think
Ravens,
Warlock with
that block.
Yeah, but,
On the Ravens, unless he does the
Warlock.
chain of
yeah, I think he has the chain of whatever.
attacks.
No, I got rid of that. No, he's right. I got
Okay,
rid of
alright.
that ability. So yeah, then that'll just end my turn.
Alright.
I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Charles, if I
That's
take an
It
attack,
could
anything
carry a
above 11.
stone and drop it.
It could do that.
5, 6.
It actually can do that. It just can't attack.
I'm gonna run to the restroom though. If anything
That's
attacks me, Charles, anything over 11.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right.
Never
So
pump
this,
those numbers up.
you guys look as this dude comes running out. He's got a sword in his hand. He's just like, ah! He's scanning, and you see he looks eyes with V, and he's just like staring at him.
You know, he's just intent. I'm getting this dude.
He gives him the middle finger.
You see that he looks at you, give him the middle finger. He throws his sword down and takes a spear out and chucks it.
Okay.
It's a spear chucker.
Okay, so he throws his sword down and he goes to take his spear out, and very similarly to you inside, he steps forward to do it and catches the edge of his foot on the sword and falls down and throws the spear really high into the sky as he falls prone, and he can't get up because he used all his movement to get out of here. He rolled a
was
natural
wondering.
one.
I was wondering if it's gonna be that, or if he was gonna throw the spear straight into his foot.
Guy, your turn.
Alright, guy wants to make it around the edge of that crevice and use my bonus action to hide.
Wait, where's the spear land?
We haven't got there yet. You can roll to hide.
Got what that is, I haven't got to use it yet. That's stealth, right?
Yeah, stealth.
That is 22.
You are hiding.
Oh wait, I get advantage on that, so my bad. 25.
You are really hiding.
And I'm gonna pop around and I want to do a sneak attack on him.
On this guy?
Yes.
Do it.
Needed this.
Takes 17 damage.
Did you roll a hit?
Yeah, you have to roll to hit.
Oh, my bad. No, he just takes 17 damage. It's a nat 20. So how about that?
So 17 damage.
Times 2.
Needed that.
What was
earlier.
it without the plus?
16, 'cause it's only plus 1.
Okay, so 32 plus 1, 33 damage.
Yes.
So you come out and you lean and line the shot up extra. You hold it for a second to let the scurvy run down the arrow till it's almost at your fingertips, and then you let go, and everybody sees like a black swirling liquid around this arrow as it's threading to him. And the dude's looking at it and tries to take a step back, lifting his hand up, and it sinks his hand directly into his eye and carries his hand through his eye socket out the back of his head.
Goodness.
And he falls over dead.
He falls at the floor. And then Rat Guy is going to continue up towards that barrier wall.
He is
And
at
that's
the
all
wall.
off one command order, right?
he-
Because
he-
my original order was to go.
He can get on the top of it.
Okay.
So he's on top of the wall. It's
For
only
clarification, because I gave him the order, I haven't been.
if you said go to that point, he will spend each consecutive turn doing his
Not
movement.
like I have
get
to
that
keep
point.
using the bonus action to tell him to do that.
Yeah, he forgets. Hey, still do that. Still do it. All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
Baron.
All right, can you point out we have 2 enemies left or 1?
There's a guy laying down prone here, and there's a guy over here by Greg.
And there's a
Yeah.
strange dude who ran out of the building and is being chased by the guy who's laying prone.
And there's a guy who is like running away from the big dude.
Shit, I don't know if I can catch that guy.
You definitely can. It's pretty fast.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll chase the guy. Wait,
Dude,
that's Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him dead. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna test to see what happens here.
Dude, don't meta. All you know is a dude ran out of the building getting chased by a big fat guy.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
there's people attacking my people, and you're running away. So, I'd like to move up towards
Front of the
the
rock?
pathway. Yeah, outside of the rock, towards the pathway, within 30 feet of the guy in the corner.
how much movement speed do you have?
35.
Okay.
And I don't want to put any of my people in danger. I'm just going to do a tidal wave.
I think Adam's standing right in front of him.
Right. Yeah. So if you could just move me away from Adam.
I don't.
How long of a wave is it?
30 feet.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere. Oh wait, hold on. This spike growth. My bad.
You're good. I have a thing for it.
It's a 30-foot wave, 10 feet wide.
It's 30 feet long, 10 foot wide.
Which I think there's literally no way to do that without hitting Adam. Just FYI.
That's
Yeah,
Lucius.
Yeah, there is. I have 35 movement speed. I just move up.
That's Lucius. You were here. 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25, 30, 30. So you can come here.
Well, just go up against the rock. Just go up.
Up against the rock would put him more in. This is this is the dude that you're talking about attacking and slaying prone.
No,
he was
up in
talking
the top left corner.
You want to attack V?
No,
No.
The other rogue. The
He's
one that
not-
Adam is standing right next to. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That guy.
Oh, yep. You can do that.
So there's literally no way to do it without hitting Adam.
All right, sweet.
20, 25, 35.
Let's just see how tidal wave works.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, so 60. Okay. All right. Yeah, do it.
It's
All
only
right.
30 feet long.
It's 30 feet.
He's got to make
Hold on a
30 feet
second.
long.
I'll tell
Oh,
you in a second.
It's not going to make it.
Well, wait. Let me see if it starts from him or if it starts from a point he. Give me a
Chooses.
second. I'm pulling up the spell. Give me 2 seconds.
The range is 120 feet.
Yeah. See, it's a ranged attack.
Okay, then yeah, do it.
Okay.
So with that, he can start that wave directly in front of me.
Yeah, if he so chose.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. This is going to be important for the future.
You start the wave from a point of your choice, so or you choose. So
Yeah.
I see.
Conjure up
That's
a wave
cool.
of water that crashes down on an area within range.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll cast it in front, of course, away from my ally,
okay.
Gregory.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Oh, yeah, he loses.
All right. So then we're gonna
Yeah.
cast the damage.
4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
4d8.
Yes.
24 damage.
So you guys watch as the moisture seems to sink out of this line behind this dude, and then this water comes out and this just wave behind and crashes in that line that all the moisture is just sucked out of. And when the water clears, this thing's just laying crumpled down, dripping wet from that water.
Nice.
He's dead. All right,
Right, that ended my turn.
it's top of the round. Gregory.
Awesome. So I'm gonna turn around because I haven't seen this big guy laying there. He's brand new. He looks like everybody's kind of paying attention to him. At least Lucius is. So right where he's standing, I'm just gonna say, "Don't get up," and I want him to make a. Oh, he's probably good at that.
You know, it probably worked out better that there were enemies, or it would have been a total party wipe.
It worked
What
out
we're
that
talking about.
y'all didn't think that Thomas's character was with the enemies.
Shit,
'Cause he
sorry.
got attacked.
I thought I had a plan, but Richie changed it in a fantastic way. I apologize. Yeah, I'm just gonna try it.
I'm sorry for being amazing.
I'm gonna try to cast momentary stasis on him as well. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution said dirty 20.
Yeah, that passes. All right, and once I see that, I go, fair enough, and I'm gonna duck behind that wall.
I'll think about what you said.
Imagine being in that position where just a fucking 30-foot wave just like flows over you and none of it comes rushing back, you know?
V, your turn.
Yeah. He sheathes his swords and is going to take 2 shots at the guy.
Prone.
He is prone.
Is that different?
Yes.
With
I
weight?
thought so too, but I just looked up ranged attacks and it doesn't say anything about disadvantage because they're prone.
Let's see. It's
You
under
guys
the
wanna double check and see if
prone.
I'm missing something because I thought that was the rule too, and I went and double checked and I can't find it.
I think it's under the condition for prone.
It
Not.
is. It's otherwise the attack roll has disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I was looking under range attack.
Yeah.
It's under prone.
Yep. Within 5 meters has advantage. Otherwise, the roll has disadvantage.
Oh, they got rid of that in the new edition. That's nice because that's a stupid rule.
No, it's not.
Anyways,
No, it's not.
It's a harder target, smaller, lower, like
Yeah.
harder to hit.
Hit the dirt.
19? Right? No,
19.
I'm sorry. Wait, what's my...
You asking me, right? Like if I know
yes,
it?
Yes. No, 19. Does 19 hit?
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay. And his second attack... 18. No, sorry, 17. I apologize. 17.
17 damage.
17 hit. This is 17 hit. I was rolling
17,
both. I was rolling
17
both
hits.
flat.
Yes.
Okay.
17 hits.
Right, now I'll roll the damage. Ooh, double 8s. Nice. He takes 22 piercing damage.
Oh,
Nice.
he looks like he is at death's door, like contemplating not trying to stand up.
I'll just
Oh.
lay here.
Wait. He also takes...
He's dead. He's dead.
He also takes, a 1d4.
It
as a
doesn't matter.
favored foe.
He's dead.
PED.
He's dead. So he doesn't fall over. He just sits there dead. And then you guys hear laughing as a young black dragon flies down right here. He looks at all of you guys and says, "My father would really like the show you put on, but he's busy dealing with the fleet. There's no need to have a fight. What you're looking for isn't even here. I suggest you leave." And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
That was pretty good.
We're going to keep the initiative order just depending on how you guys decide to approach this. And I'll wait for Adam to come back so I can relay that to him too.
Did I take any damage while I was going?
No,
Nope.
No. Everyone's
You said
dead.
it's a black dragon, right?
a young
Young
black
black
dragon.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get attacked.
Why?
Well, because I favored my character in like what I'm really going for as a character is to become Zimmerman.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know who Trayvon Martin is?
Oh. Yeah, it's just been a long time.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. Bad reference.
Is that it for this?
No, I have to tell you one thing. So, and then it'll be done. So, after all the bodies hit the ground, you hear laughing as a young black dragon lands in the middle of all of you guys. And he says that he really enjoyed the show and his father would have thoroughly enjoyed it as well, but he was busy dealing with the fleet on the waters. He tells you guys that this doesn't have to be a fight because what you're looking for isn't even here. And that's where we'll leave it.
Nice.
And pick it back up in the middle of that.